Yeah, my pin's good, but it does this. It bounces,
Bouncy.
so it's like fine, and then it's so bad, and then it's fine again. It's all over the map.
As someone who knows nothing about how the internet works, that's probably not supposed to happen.
It's like a series of tubes.
Nice.
Pretty similar to that.
Probably has something to do with curry.
Well, mine certainly.
I picture a bunch of
get the spice
hamsters in hamster balls running through tubes.
You mean the new Overwatch hero?
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. Word for word, too. You guys play that new? Is that new hero out?
No, he's still
in
in
the
the test
beta.
servers.
Too soon, right?
Two.
Soon? Man's a hamster.
Did we play Overwatch last night? We never ended up playing any Overwatch last night. Well.
No, played a little bit of Rocket League.
Played a lot of Rocket League.
Yeah, that actually was.
There's a whole night of Rocket
Even
League.
when I left, it was like 6 hours, 5.5 hours of Rocket League.
Jesus. People still
was a
play
lot.
that?
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
It's a fucking great
it's a dying game, dead game. Tons
Never-
of people still play it.
Yeah, never been more popular.
It's like 100,000 people in those playlists when we were there last night.
Jesus.
I guess it is free Rocket League week, so maybe the
That'll
Numbers.
inflate the numbers a bit.
little inflated. Yeah,
You actually... Isn't that game free to play?
no,
No,
20
please.
Oh,
bucks,
shit.
something like that.
It's on sale on Xbox right now.
Oh,
Time's
I think it was
never been better.
I think it was a game of the month one time for
PlayStation, that's correct.
When I got it on PlayStation,
Start
it was
that one.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I downloaded it and then immediately uninstalled it. Like, what was I
fair.
thinking?
Yeah. Soccer with cars. World's not ready.
What was I thinking?
Your box is in the shot.
Or was that not supposed to be in the
It
shot?
doesn't really matter, but
Like to put
Maybe
your
it
box in the
does.
shot?
sir, I'm director producer, not talent.
Have you sent them an email yet on that extra one? Because I think I might want to get it.
It's sold,
Already gone?
Yeah,
Damn.
literally today, right now.
Oh shit! I thought you said
It
you
happened.
got the man one.
No, it's
Okay.
we'll talk after. $10 more, and I'm selling it. and it's yours today. It's here right now.
Fuck that.
It's perfect. So how's everybody doing?
Swell.
Yeah, it's good.
Hot up today.
It was an easy day.
A little warm.
Yeah,
A little moist.
It was pretty
Pretty comfortable all day for me, actually. I was
sticky.
relaxed.
I got pants. Am I the only one? I'm the only
Oh
one.
yeah,
that
no.
puts
Why
pants
would you
on.
wear pants
Yeah,
on
that
a
was
day
pretty
like
stupid.
I
this?
don't know. It was a little cool when I got up, I think, and so I put on my pants one leg at a time, like everybody else. And
As
You
you
can put
do.
your shorts on one leg at a time too.
no, I'm both at the
Yeah.
same time, like jump into
Jump
the
in, kind of.
If you get like the ones I'm wearing now, I could probably jump into
yeah.
because they're like loose. They're like sweat shorts almost.
Yeah,
Track
well-
shorts.
The ones I wear at home are like gym pants, gym shorts.
Yeah.
Real
Like
loose.
like my work shorts are like they feel almost like jeans. They're stiffer.
yeah.
Can't
You
jump into those.
Put a belt in them.
one
if you
leg
want.
one leg at a time for those ones.
I like a good stiff pair of shorts.
Yeah. Starchy.
Yeah, that's
I like
right.
to be able to hear the wood crack when I hit it with a baseball bat.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, mercy! Did you guys see? You also did you see the fucking lightning strike by my place?
I
yesterday?
did.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Is that the loudest thing I've ever heard?
That was last night.
Yeah. No, day before, I think. Or no, maybe it was last.
Should have probably had a news crew out there. House got hit by lightning, but
Oh, I didn't. There were like nothing was on fire.
Lame.
I don't know. Houses get hit by lightning all the time. Probably buildings get hit by lightning.
not very often.
They have lightning arresters in them.
Honestly, when
Some of them.
I first heard you
This house almost guaranteed will.
say the house across the street got hit by lightning, I'm like, did it, Matt? Or are you like one of those 90,000 people who call our station being like, lightning just hit my house? And then there's nothing.
So it could have hit.
It's like, are you sure it wasn't just loud lightning, sir?
I saw it come down because I can't see the roof. I saw it come down. It could have been behind the building. It could have
Sure.
been in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It could have been a street lamp.
Yep.
I said in the building next to me. I can't confirm.
That it hit the building.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
That's correct. But it was loud
Probably
and
good.
bright.
Probably good we didn't send a crew out there.
Super bright on that clip. It's like just blue light.
Yeah.
You're just like, ah.
It's good.
Yeah, it was good. It was a great time.
It's good.
Man yelled "fuck" louder than he ever has in his life when it happened.
Fuck!
It was very scary.
Hurt your ears.
It did hurt my ears actually.
I saw you like exercising your jaw.
Yeah.
I was trying to pop them after. Ow.
Was your hair standing on end too?
Did you
Was
feel
it
it?
electric in the
Okay,
air?
that's
Was it
just
like the Rock had entered your Millwoods neighborhood?
Inconsiderate,
Nice.
sir.
I meant your arms more
Oh.
than your head, but
And yeah, it was exactly like the rock had just entered my neighborhood. You just knew. You're like, oh,
the electricity.
yeah,
Shit clings to the air.
that's right.
Shit barometer.
You can chew it.
Shit air.
You can chew it just.
Do you want anything to drink that is not? You want a Coke Zero?
You don't know
or you're right. Body's a temple.
No.
But beer only.
No.
You can just like put the
Just the big jug of vodka right
the
beside
jug of
me.
vodka and just every once in a while just squirt one into your mouth.
You seem like a man who's drank straight vodka on many an occasion.
This first time I ever got drunk, I was shooting straight vodka.
Really?
That's
Wow.
a rough way to go.
Yeah. But it's also not a rough way to go because the first time you shoot anything in your life, it
Yeah, you don't
doesn't
have any
taste
idea.
bad at all.
That's
No,
very
it's what? No, it's always bad the first time.
Oh, really?
No,
For me, it was
mine
like it wasn't until like I had been drinking for 2 years where I started being like, man, these
Yeah.
shots are bad because I've had better shots.
It all tastes like alcohol when you start. Beer tastes bad. Everything tastes bad.
Yeah.
You acquire
Sure.
the taste. It's like
I felt like when I first started drinking, I didn't like beer,
Yeah.
but I could drink rum and vodka easy. And now it's kind of flipped.
yeah.
Well, I can still drink rum and vodka easy based on taste, but I will fucking fall asleep an hour after I start. So
Kill the
stick
man.
to beer. Yeah,
Soft liquor.
soft liquor.
Yeah. Hardly newer.
You liquor.
I don't even need this.
You
These
brought it
jokes
here.
are so the Fast and Furious. That's what we're talking about today.
Excellent. You brought in the
Finally subbed.
expert.
Yes. Fast and Furious. All right, let's do a podcast. Everybody ready?
Tokyo Drift. Dark
The best
horse for
one,
the best
absolutely.
one.
I mean, Tokyo Drift is number one.
No, probably
No.
not. But Tokyo Drift was number one until they started just being like, how many cars can we drop off a building?
And if you had to do a GOAT list for Fast and the Furious, a GOAT list, what would be
how many do I get on my list?
all
You get all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
All,
so
all that you're willing to watch and run the
I'm
signs
willing
on.
to watch all of them.
Yeah, okay.
If whenever I'm going to watch Fast and Furious, I'm going to watch them one all the way through. I'm never like, you know what I want to watch? Fast and Furious 6.
Yeah, give me that 5.
Yeah. Five's probably the GOAT.
Yeah.
Five, number
good-
one.
Number
Fuck.
one. Fast one.
No,
Fast
one
one.
sucks.
One's so good.
One is painful.
One has a historical significance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
time
It's
and
the
place.
origin story of
Two
the
is
great
undebatably the
Dom.
worst.
Are you a cop?
2 is undebatably the worst. 4 is undebatably the second worst. And then you get a little more mix and match room
Yeah, okay.
on the other ones.
4 wasn't that. No, I seem to remember 4 being good. Was that the one where they were stealing the car off of the train as it was?
I think that's how it started.
Yeah.
And then it was like they had to run drugs for a guy. That
Yeah.
was the
And then they found out
because
that
it was back when they were gonna have like a different gimmick for everyone. Like 1 was just the straight racing, and then 2 is like
Well,
2 you have you got to go around the cone and come back. It's like 2 ways, and then 3 is the drifting around, and then 4 is like now we're racing in streets, like really busy streets and shit.
Yeah.
And then 5 was the Rock, and 6 was the Rock, and 7 was the Rock, and 8 was the Rock. Was the gimmick.
Which is the one where he flexes out of the cast? Is that 5?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I've still got so many. I've seen 1 to 4.
Yeah.
So, the best.
this is when they get like really ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
5, 6,
you
7,
have
8.
seen. If you were to split it in half, you have seen the undebatably worst half of Fast and Furious.
Good. That's good. I like a sweet finish, Save dessert to the very end.
There's just such a formula to it now, where it's like,
Yeah, ridiculous car chase.
yeah, big
followed by even more ridiculous car chase.
Big Star as the bad guy. Said Big Star is going to be a good guy in the next one.
Always flip. Is Jason Statham still a bad guy, or is he?
No, he was a bad guy. Flip.
He's
Yeah.
flipped now.
He
Okay,
flipped.
great.
Yeah. He was
That's
maybe
good.
the best part of 8.
I wonder how many of those they're gonna do.
Always. They're just
you
going
think-
to keep
They
going.
said 10. They said we're done after 10. That doesn't mean someone else won't come in and be like, I'm not done after 10.
there's also the spin-offs, too. The
Yeah,
Hobbs
totally.
movie.
Because that one's coming out next.
They got to break them up because The Rock and Vin they don't
like each other.
like each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like that makes me like Vin Diesel less. Not knowing anything about that relationship at all.
Once you hear the
I feel
story,
like
it's
The
like
Rock
you
must be
you
in the
feel
right.
like The Rock is the bad guy in the story.
Oh, what? No.
The Rock might just be, and I don't blame The Rock. I think The Rock is a really good dude.
He's
the Rock
a
might
victim
be,
of his circumstance.
Yeah, The Rock
right?
might be too big for that movie.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay. We see some
The
friction.
producers were
Yeah.
like, "We need to have The Rock in a solo movie," and everyone else was like, "Actually, you need to have us all in the movie because we all like money as well."
Yes.
Well, it's not so they hate The Rock for his success. That's not The Rock's fault.
No, I think it's probably more The Rock is probably held to a different standard on set than the rest of them.
Probably.
Probably all
Yeah.
very true. Yeah. Rock is on on set for a total of like 2 hours to do
Right.
all the scenes. Everyone else was there for 6 months.
And it's probably the whole like The Rock is the star of these movies, but he is like, but the movies are about everyone else way more than they're about The Rock.
Yeah.
like they're still about Vin
Well,
Diesel's
apparently
character
when,
and his group of.
whenever he shows up for Ballers, that
Mm-hmm.
TV show, he has his scenes shot and done so he can move on in like 3-4 days.
Yeah,
He's a busy man.
I was gonna say that's because
He's
he's
a
got
very
9 other
good-
movies that he's got to film.
he's fucking got the one about the building now. He's
It's
falling
like-
out of a building.
Like another
Die Hard.
2 hours.
It's the new Die Hard.
falling out of a building for 2
It's
hours.
called like Skyscraper or
Boy, it's from hot off the heels of like San Andreas, some type of a
yeah.
disaster.
San Andreas was the earthquake one.
Yeah, great.
Rampage was Rampage.
Rampage was Rampage.
Jumanji.
Rampage was kind
Is
of
that out yet?
Rampage is out.
Yeah.
Was
Did
it?
anybody see it?
No,
No.
not yet.
I saw Jumanji. Jumanji was fine.
I heard
it was
Jumanji
pretty
was
good.
pretty good.
It
Yeah.
was fine. I love the original so much that nothing could ever compare.
No, it's tough.
It's tough.
Nothing. That's a goat. Greatest movie of all time. Well, third greatest movie of all time. Jumanji.
Jumanji better than Flubber.
Yes. Yes. I had to think of what you were asking me. Really.
Surely he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't
No,
compare them.
Yeah.
Did you tell me last night Flubber got a 23 or something on
was
Rotten
a really
Tomatoes?
bad score.
Oh, I kept one thing and it was that. God.
Flying rubber.
Oh.
That's not what that means.
That's what that means.
No.
And it's sentient. It dances.
Yeah, it does like a
little
rumba
conga,
kind of thing.
I distinctly remember one holding maracas, I believe.
Yeah. I remember the butt, like the butt just fucking coming right out of
Oh,
the
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
I like when they put the flubber pellets on their shoes and play basketball.
Yeah. It's like a spray.
Cheating.
It is cheating. I think that there's a big moral issue in that movie.
That always really scared me because he was jumping so high that, like, he jumps to the top, like, he grabs onto one of the beams, I think, at the top of the gym. And if he were to land and not land on his flubber,
yeah.
he is going to die.
Yeah, and
That's
in
why
theory,
that one guy, because he sprayed his hand and gave him a slap on the ass. And then he landed on his ass and still bounced.
Now,
It's all good.
Is there a bowling ball that, like, goes into space?
Yeah, it hits the guy from Silence of the Lambs in the head. He's
guy
one of the
from-
bad guys.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he's one of the bad guy henchmen who gets drilled in the face with a
great.
bowling ball.
Yeah, man died.
Yep.
a flying car in that movie.
Yeah.
They put the flubber in a car. or
What a great
something.
movie. Wow. We should just rewatch old Robin Williams movies. Mrs.
Yeah.
Doubtfire, Jumanji, Flubber, classics.
Hook.
All of them.
Always do Hook.
Hook,
I always
yeah.
wondered how Weibo could miraculously float in the passenger seat of the car as it was flying around.
It would have to be like a conscious
Doesn't-
effort, right?
that
Like it
doesn't-
would have to be like I have to maintain the exact same
Fast
speed
ass
as this
robot.
car.
Maybe she could just hover and then like let the seat, just like you sit in the car and let it push you forward. She could just float against the back of the seat.
Like she's just sitting on an air cushion.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Could
Yeah.
be.
It's like throwing a baseball. If you throw a baseball up in the car, the baseball doesn't like whoosh fly backwards.
But didn't the car have the roof down?
And that was a convertible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
If
very,
you threw the car,
very
ball, if
advanced.
you threw a baseball up in a
She gone.
convertible,
She
It's
gone.
true. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a show.
right.
It is July the 9th, 2018. Welcome to the Talking Reckless podcast, episode 232. My name's Matt Eads. I'm joined by Kevin Byer.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Thanks for having me.
Of course, thanks for living at the place where we do the show.
I try to do that every day.
Yeah, not thanks for letting us record at the place you live, but I mean,
No.
we moved you into the studio after we bought it, and thanks for keeping.
Well, I
an
mean,
eye on
somebody's
things.
got to watch to make sure nothing gets broken into or
Yeah,
anything like that.
the doors don't lock, so it's
Especially in this neighborhood.
yeah. Warren Barris is here as well.
Hello, Matt.
Hello, Warren.
How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Good.
It's hot today.
It's a little warm.
Yeah, I'm a little like heat tired. I don't know what the word for it is. Sapped. A little sapped,
is it sapped?
Yeah.
I thought it
kinda.
was zapped.
Zapped would be if I'm zapped, I'm like woo energy. It's like I've been electrocuted. I'm
Like
energized.
zapped of your energy. I
Let's
always
do it.
thought was like,
Zap.
you're right, sapped.
Oh no, sapped of if you're
Covered in
si-
sap.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure, probably.
Man's dried out. Man's a little
That's
dried
why
out.
you feel so sticky when it gets this hot.
Yeah. What do sappers do then, Brandon Lynch? If you're a sapper with the military,
Don't ask, don't tell.
yeah. Here, see something, say something.
There was a kid outside when we were getting out. A whole family actually. 2 kids, 2 parents, and they were looking at Kevin's fucking
Castle.
castle
Happens
outside.
all the time.
And the mom's like, what do you think's in there? And my brain was just racing with fucking dumb shit to tell her that was in there. And I was just like, Brandon, mind your own business.
Yeah.
Let's just go inside and do a podcast.
We don't want the cops to show up and take the
Rapists.
castle apart again and do it. The coke is in there.
Yeah.
It's just full of tarps. It's full of tarps so that when a homeless guy steals one, he can just go in there and
Yep.
Get the next one, yeah.
more tarps. Yeah. How's everybody doing? We missed last week. I have remembered. It was the slowest news week
In history.
In history, which actually in itself was a pretty big story. So we maybe could have made that work.
Shame
But,
we couldn't get in for that.
yeah, it was a slow ass news week right after E3, and I just needed a break.
He was sapped.
I was sad.
And it was our nation's birthday.
And it was our nation's birthday.
Our nation turned 151.
Yep. 151 beautiful years.
It was the 150th anniversary of the first anniversary.
That's right.
Wow.
God bless the Queen.
Never thought about it like that. Yeah, she was probably, like 70 when Canada was formed?
Yeah, probably. She's been around for like half our life.
Oh, what?
Like she hasn't been queen for half our life, but she's been around for half our life.
I have
She's got to be like 80, right? She's probably like...
She's old. She's real old. She's immortal, though, so it
Yeah.
sort of doesn't matter.
She doesn't seem like she's getting any older.
She's not.
Yeah.
She finally started taking the pill. That
She's
just,
like Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully maybe a little
Yeah.
better than Ric
Ric
Flair.
Ric Flair's road is a little bumpier,
That's
but
right.
they all both lead to immortality.
Same drinking habits, though, I'm sure.
Held together by like tobacco chew spits
Yeah.
and gin.
Literally, he's chewing his tobacco and then
Jesus.
like taking it out of his mouth and like sticking it.
86.
That woman is 92 years old.
Wow. Doesn't like a day over 91.
She's been reigning for
I think her
since
birthday was
52.
actually recently as well. Just turned 92.
21st of April. Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
so not that long
421.
ago.
Here. This.
Where's the hockey?
It all smoke weed every day. It all comes around full circle. Do we play any video games or do any? What y'all do for Canada Day? Anything you want to talk about?
I work every Canada
Oh,
Day.
that's
It was
fun.
easy.
Yeah.
We played some D&D, which I guess we could probably talk about.
Oh yes, the four of us have played Dungeons and Dragons together since then.
Right.
Forgot about that.
And we could talk about that, but also I took it very easy on D&D Day. I needed to be home early because Canada Day is always between Canada Day and Christmas Eve, one of our busiest news days. And my fuck, did I not do anything that day?
What's usually going? Like, what are you just filming the celebration?
It's just there's like every organization in the city does their Canada Day, and you just try and get to them as many. The Zoo does Canada Day, Fort Edmonton Park does Canada Day, Mutart Conservatory does Canada Day, the Ledge obviously has the big Canada Day thing, and then you do all that, and then you got to go to the Ledge and do live hit, and then there's fireworks and
full day
a
filming.
lot of stuff.
Plus,
But
all the criminals get out and do
all
their
the criminals,
crimes.
yeah,
on
they
that
let
day,
they let
so-
the criminals
Purge.
out for Canada
Yeah.
Day and
Purge.
Purge. Yeah.
Are we all supposed to say it?
Yeah.
Everyone, all the cells got refilled, but they don't know if they're with the criminals or the regular people.
The humans.
That hints at my stance on prisons.
Yeah, that we kind of didn't do too much for Canada Day either. Just it was a real low key barbecue. Played kickball. Kevin was there.
Yeah, we managed to play our kickball game to a tie for the first time ever.
Yeah, so everybody lost. That's great.
Everybody won.
Hey.
You guys couldn't play another inning?
We did play anher inning,
shit.
and it still resulted in tie.
You should have kept playing
Yeah.
innings.
Keep
I mean,
going endless overtime.
Listen, after was it 3 innings? We only played like 3 innings.
played
4
4
innings.
innings,
4
yeah.
innings of kickball. Listen, a man can only run the bases like twice, and then you're just like, why?
done.
Why did I drink all this beer before we came and ran in this heat?
Yeah, and there were a couple people who were playing who were legitimately kicking the ball into the parking lot like 2 streets over.
Yeah, one dude kicked it like it was over a block.
Yeah, and the person who had to run and chase that down, we just, as he was running, we're just all feeling so sorry for him. Like, that really sucks. See you in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't let that guy kick my ball anymore.
We're all old and fat now.
Yeah.
Never.
It should be
remember as
out.
much
You should
as-
draw a line and be like, if you kick it past this line, you're out.
Yeah.
We also
Playing too hard.
we also absolutely made the days of these 2 young kids who had a lemonade stand.
Oh yeah, bought like $100 of lemonade off these. We bought them out the first time on the way to kickball, and then on the way back they had refilled and bought them out again.
Smart kids.
Oh, yeah.
They knew. They saw you coming. Literally.
I think they were there first. They were set up all day, and they were having a slow day. We could see them from where we were partying in the backyard, and we're just like, you know what? Let's go throw some money
You know
at
what
these
would
kids.
go great with this vodka? A little bit of that kid's lemonade.
It would have been even better if we would have brought the liquor with us and had him give us like
Yeah.
a top.
Just pour that in
mix
there
these?
for me.
Yeah.
That probably would have been illegal.
Well, they wouldn't know. You're just like, just hand them a cup with a little bit of liquid in the bottom. You're like, just fill it up to the top, please, lemonade.
Keep a little something for yourself too. Like, yeah, kid. Yeah.
I think that just transfers the illegal act to Kevin instead of the kids.
Yeah, probably. I was gonna tip him because it was $1 for a lemonade, and I handed the kid a toonie, and the person behind me was like, "Oh, are you paying for mine too?" And I'm like,
No.
"Sure, I
Yeah.
guess I am now."
No tip for the kid, but whatever.
Tip a lemonade stand. Never in my life, sir.
100% tip a lemonade stand.
Yeah, that's you. Just usually don't get change. They're like, "Oh, I don't have any change." You're like, "Well, I know you're lying because you're selling lemonade, but that's fine."
And we just all gave you like a whole bunch of loonies and toonies.
Sorry, no change. Fine.
So that's the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
Guy walks up with a 20,
Entrepreneurs.
Yes.
no change.
They just have like different signs for like you see a guy pull out a 20 and just like
Flip the
$20 lemonade.
Yeah, flip the front of the table
Yeah.
over. Just moves the decimal place back one
Yeah.
side. Did you get up to anything, Warren? Big C day?
No, I didn't do anything.
Relaxed,
We,
maxed and relaxed.
buddy came over, played some games, had some drinks. That's pretty much all we did.
Yeah.
Broke out the old Guitar Hero 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's an old video game.
Yeah, my buddy had two of the old guitars, the white ones
Oh,
that he
yeah.
wasn't using.
And they're like a foot big.
They're
tiny.
pretty
Pretty
they're
small.
pretty small.
Tiny.
So we did that, played those for a bit.
Clack, 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 clack,
Yeah.
clack, clack.
Man, there's some total as someone who hasn't played it, but has like I used to play it, but since you got the guitars and laying on the couch, listening to the clack clack of the guitar, there's something super satisfying about that sound in terms of it like being like, it sounds like that's making it easier to get the notes. Where you can like you see the three quick ones and you're just like pa pa pa.
Oh yeah.
And like in a way that the like silent squishy rubber ones that we play with
yeah.
now, they just don't have it.
It's got a real good click. Real
Yeah.
good click to it.
Yeah.
That game feels and plays a lot better than the new Rock Band too.
Really?
The hammer-ons feel better.
Yeah.
They're more visual as well, so you're not kind of guessing is this a hammer-on or not.
I always really I just preferred Guitar Hero and like presentation
Yeah.
and instruments, but it came to a point where it's like, well, we want to do drums and singing and
Exactly.
bass.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero 4 had that. They had
World
the whole
Tour.
instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah.
world tour.
But then they just were like, okay, that's enough of that. We're going to fold our entire fucking idea.
I have a weird fever dream of one of those games having like a harmonica or something.
One of them had a keyboard.
There's a keyboard, yeah.
3 or 4 had a keyboard.
Rock Band?
Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
Guitar Hero, I think.
It wouldn't have been 3. Might have been 4.
Rock Band had a keyboard. I don't know
Did
if
they?
Guitar Hero did.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
DJ Hero has the mixing tables.
I always wanted to play DJ Hero.
Me too.
Yeah. I've heard it's
Pretty
really
fun
good.
game. Yeah.
I've heard one of the really good one of those.
It was
I
okay.
always wish it was like you could buy DJ Hero and you could plug it into your Rock Band so that you could have
You just mix
like
the
the
DJ
DJ
the other
spin it.
people's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One day we'll
We'll
have
get there.
the play
The hybrid.
every
Innovation has
plastic
never
instrument together.
innovation has never been at its higher point since no one is playing those games anymore.
Yeah, it's true. Just us. We're the only ones. Instruments are totally impossible to find, and like $200 each now when you find them.
Really? Wow.
It's a bad time to like rock.
Do they like not produce Rock Band anymore?
Nope.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, Ben has done.
They tried.
Even like the peripheral. I think it was all through Mad Cats before. I think even Mad Cats is not making them anymore.
How long do you think it has to go away before it will be cool again?
Long.
Yeah.
We need a good break. It's been around forever. It's been around for like, I don't know, when was
Well, and
Rock Band?
Thing is that like you go back to like 10 years ago playing Guitar Hero 3, which was released in 2007, so 11 years. All of those songs are pretty mainstream because rock was bigger then than it is now. Now you've
Yeah.
got dance and electronic and all the other stuff that's just more popular that it doesn't translate. Like, yeah, okay, Bruno Mars is on Rock Band, but it just doesn't feel right when you're playing the notes that aren't a guitar on a guitar.
Because you should have the turntables there.
It's true. That's a very good point.
Keyboard. Play that Andrew WK song.
I really like a lot of like what modern rock has become. It's very different than what it used to be, but
Yeah. No, so do I. There's
Yeah.
a very 90s sound to a lot of stuff that we've kind of gotten away from. Some bands still own it.
Yeah.
Theory of a Dead Man will always sound like
Metallica still comes out with new music every
Yeah.
now and then.
every now and again.
Metallica.
Wait, who? That was a great Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero Metallica.
Yes,
I never
it was.
played it.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I have it, but for some reason the disc stopped working. So that's devastating.
You fucking shredded too hard.
Yeah.
Metallica was on the
Melted it.
Grammys. Metallica was on the Grammys 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how relevant they still are.
And they play with what's her
Lady
name?
Gaga.
Yes, they, as an expert on their appearance at the Grammys, I can confirm they did play with Lady Gaga. My page says here.
Hadfield's mic didn't work or something.
You got all mad
He
about
was
it?
real mad.
Oh, really? Oh, that's weird. Freaking out about something.
He doesn't seem like a very happy man.
Probably won't hold back grudge. Look, you guys want to talk about D&D?
We can talk a little bit
I
about
want to talk
D&D.
about D&D. Let's
do it.
Yeah.
You know, we always talk about how a month is too long because we'll forget everything, but
I
I
think a month is
forget
too long.
everything
The day
4
after.
days later.
I'm gonna try to work you guys down. We'll slowly.
Oh.
Like, how about just 3
good
weeks? 3 weeks between? Okay, 29 days. 29 days separation this time. Yeah, we played the second. Well, called the first real episode of the campaign. The DM Eads is running the Eads Venturers Guild.
What was
We
not
decided
real about
against
that
that.
other one? Yeah.
We decided against that.
Rolling Reckless, apparently we're calling it. And you guys are pretty new. Warren and Brando are pretty new to D&D. We had another friend who was also very new to D&D. He took to it like a pig to shit. Was just immediately in there.
we need to get him a LARPing hat of some sort.
Yeah, we
To
gotta
know
get
when he's in character and when
Yeah.
he's not, because there
Yeah,
were
I know.
times where I'm like, is this, like even OJ asked him, it's like, is this
Yeah.
your character or is this you right now? He's like, no, I'm in character. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Well, it was weird because this person, he's never played before and was like pretty apprehensive about it and all that. And then immediately was like just started the game in character. I'm like, either he knows exactly what's going on or I have no idea who this man is. And like, oh, no, okay.
He's a generally shy person too, so it was weird to see him get into that character and be totally not himself.
Yeah, put the mask on.
Yeah, like he got in there.
It seems
so
like
awesome.
he took like drama classes in high school or
Yeah,
something.
could be.
Can almost be.
Man was also pretty drunk, I think, too. So.
Was he?
That helps.
He probably did take drama classes. He's,
Probably.
classically trained broadcaster.
Yeah.
Who hasn't done
Wouldn't
an
surprise
improv class?
I'm sure they got an improv class in Red Deer somewhere.
Yeah, you and I. Do you remember our improv class? I think we were probably all still together for that. Maybe.
I don't remember improv at all.
No.
Don't think I've ever done improv.
We maybe you were there. We did it at school one day. We had an improv
Oh shit, we did.
class. Yeah.
I specifically remember there was one project where you had to partner up with somebody and then do like an improv presentation in front of the teacher or something where he's like, here's your topic, go.
I'm a California surfer. Whoa!
I'm a shark. Look out for me.
Scene. It's fuck. I love D&D. What did you guys think? You're new. I can talk about
It's good.
D&D forever.
I am still hitting a wall before they end.
Me too.
But then, like, the last time we played, I hit a wall at about the 3-hour mark where I was like, oh, I am out of things to ask. I want someone else to just carry me through this until some combat for a while. But then with about 20 minutes left, I kind of jumped back into it. I can't remember what exactly kind of shocked the senses a little bit. But yeah, it's a lot of sitting and being on in a way that I, as someone who I'm not a radio host, I don't do long podcast streams. I never need to be on for more than the length of this podcast before I can just be like, I'm just going to ignore your questions if you're talking to me. I'm just going to not say anything for an hour and a half.
Keep in mind, man was stone cold sober as well.
I was also stone cold.
So
yeah.
if you have some drinks, things get a
probably
little
helps.
looser.
Get a little energy. in
Brandon
me.
at his worst. Stone
Yes.
cold sober.
Nice. But I sang some songs and I
Yeah.
fucking...
That one song was
kinda
really
about
good.
it.
Literally sang a song.
And I sang a
The
song.
was that
Only
about?
bard.
The only D&D game I've ever seen that happen.
Yeah. Well, how do you get bards and your bards don't sing?
That's not usually. Some some words, some beat poetry sometimes.
Yeah. No, you got to sing.
Yeah, that was great. What was you, Warren? Any?
I liked it because we had, so the first time that we played was just the four of us plus a character who Kevin was also running.
Into the ground.
Yes, literally. We killed that man. Or did we?
Oh!
But this was cool because there was 2 extra people at the table. And I thought it was just a lot more... Like, we didn't get to any combat, which kind of sucked, but at the same time, I didn't bother me that much. Just because we had more time to... Like, there was a bunch of, sub-stories kind of going on, where, these two would be over here doing their thing, and then I'd be over here talking to this guy, and, I'm playing my character differently because certain people are certain ways, and like it's really cool like that way.
Yeah.
There's just more shit to happen as opposed to when it's just the four of us. It's kind of tough for us to, and like the part that I'm struggling with the most still is not remembering what I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if there's a conversation going on, I can hear the DM telling this guy something, but because my character's not there, I'm not allowed to know that. But I do know that,
And then you want
it's tough for me to not play the game
Without
without knowing that, right?
Yeah.
And then you just want to be like there was a point where I think Kevin is really good at religion stuff. And
I like my god. Yeah.
Matt's a paladin.
And the god was a dwarf, and Warren had some backstory with the dwarf, and he was down on one knee, and I, as someone who has nothing with religion and dwarf religions, was just like wanted to be like, hey, you guys, ask about this, even though I shouldn't. Like my character. Would
Yeah,
not
I know
that.
what you mean.
Like,
Brando is like,
yeah,
this seems out of place,
Brando's
but-
like, I bet you we get some information if you asked him about this kneeling dwarf statue.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, but my character probably wouldn't think about that because he doesn't even know that the kneeling dwarf is significant in any way.
It's it you know, like anything, you sort of you develop a way where like you know that your character doesn't know that, so you find a real like, I'm just gonna talk about the statue a bunch, and hopefully someone's like, oh, he's kneeling. You're like, oh, is that you? That's pretty normal, right? Like you learn how to sort of like side talk your way around and through everything, and you just get better at all that shit with practice.
Sure. That's good.
Yeah,
I think we're playing the exact right amount of times per month.
good. Kevin was there too. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
You and I play
always have a
lots,
great
though.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to get just fucking shittered into it.
Yeah.
But
And
it's tough.
let me tell you, it is tough.
Nah.
Kevin was apparently quite drunk when we played.
Yeah, the next day I was hungover for a solid 9 hours leading into Canada Day. So,
Fantastic.
Like the last time we played, you were drunk?
oh yeah,
I did.
I had no clue that you were even kind of tipsy.
Kevin,
I was stashing my beer
'Cause-
bottles in between, like on the ground by the corner of the couch. So yeah, like I would go up, and there was at one point where Brando had a sealed beer on the table, and it had been sitting there for a while, and
I
I'm
remember
like,
you saying that.
can I? Like, are you going to drink that? Like, because I would love to drink that right now.
No, that's my one beer I'm having.
Because you had even said that the first time we played that you got really drunk, and I didn't know at that time either.
Yeah,
so.
no, I was
Very good at hiding your drunkenness.
both times.
Yeah, you held your shit together pretty well that night. Could barely tell. Video games. Let's talk about them. The real games. None of this nerd shit.
Yeah, fucking
dragons
nerds.
and papers and pens.
Songs and bullshit.
Did anyone not play The Adventures of Captain Spirit?
I played.
I played.
I played.
Great, we all played. Let's talk about it. There's not a ton to spoil.
There's one spoiler in that game.
There's one spoiler.
And
Which they
we
show-
have to talk about that.
And they
'Cause it
show
was
that part.
bullshit.
They show that part in the trailer too, which really bothers me. But
Did they?
yeah,
Which
like,
part?
We're talking about like the very end.
The
of,
very
yeah,
end?
of like the
I totally missed that in the trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember that in the trailer either. But
Maybe they
trust
just-
you.
For sure they show the fall. I'm trying to. E3 was a long time ago. For sure they show the fall. Maybe they.
Don't show the
Yeah.
payoff.
I don't know. I knew.
I totally did
I knew it was
not
coming.
know.
I knew-
I
I-
kind of knew it was coming, but
Yeah.
definitely not because I had seen it. I knew it was coming because I was like, this kid, Life is Strange has got to have a shtick, and that shtick's
Yeah.
got to be powers, and this kid's got to have a power.
I don't know. I heard because I was watching one of Eads' streams earlier after he had played it, and there was talk in chat about how, at the end they reveal this thing, and I went into playing it knowing that, and when I saw it happen, I'm like, that's not real. He didn't.
He's dead. Kid's dead.
No, he's not.
No, he just face planted and broke his neck.
It was just so similar to all the other times where he was pretending to have powers,
Right.
Like especially with the camera cut to the two kids who saw it happen, and they're just like, "Hi," just
Yeah.
throw up a nonchalant wave that was like clearly.
Was it a wave or was it a force catch?
Oh shit!
So you think the kids,
kids
the next
have the
door
powers.
kids?
Yeah.
No,
I think you play as them. I think you play as one of them. One of them has powers.
yeah.
Does the kid? So I didn't think that the kids actually saw me.
I didn't
Should we
think so
just-
either.
Should we just say what happens?
Sure.
Timestamps?
Sure. Yeah. Well, okay, listen, we're going to very briefly discuss openly The Adventures of Captain Spirit. It is very short. It is maybe an hour if you do everything, maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
There's no real major decision to make. There's no... actually, there kind of is one that seems like it might be a major decision. But anyways, there's no like big story spoilers. So if you want to skip ahead, maybe jump ahead 10 minutes if you're listening live. Maybe plug your ears. We're just going to get it out. It's going to go right now.
Yeah, just the end.
Just say it. Just say it now. Say it
The
now.
kid appears to be able to fly at
Appears
very
to-
least.
Yeah, I sort of thought maybe he has like a telekinesis type
Sure.
thing.
So he can telekinesis himself up in the air.
Yeah, he falls off a ladder and then catches himself, and the snow below him like poof gets like pushed down in a way that you're like, oh, that's okay. He's got like a sphere of force around him.
Right. And then I was under the impression that I had got back to my feet, and then the kid saw me.
That's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah, it could be. It could be either way.
I mean, the kid, realistically
stupid.
speaking, the kid screamed as he was on the way down. So if the kids were in the backyard, they would have turned immediately, right?
Do kids scream? on
And
the
there
way
was
down?
there was a giant hole in the fence because they live in a really shitty neighborhood,
That's true.
and
Yes,
the
they do.
hole in the fence was directly in line of sight.
I wonder
so-
if that old lady who came to my door is some sort of fucking witch.
That was really creepy. I had no
She
idea
was,
who that
yeah.
old lady was, and it really annoyed me, and I just wanted her to fuck off.
I called her before she came too. Like I used the phone to call her.
And did you get like the?
No.
I phoned her and the phone is like it answered
It's
and
like
just
some Vader ass sounding shit.
No, like I had a full on conversation with her.
and the kid is like, hello, hello, hello.
Huh. I wonder what you did different
Click.
to get the conversation.
Yeah, no, she like I asked her if Buddy could come over and help me fix my treehouse. Like I had a full on conversation with her.
Yeah, I have that conversation with her at the door.
yeah, that's happened. To me
Yeah,
at
and
the
I had
door
it there too. Like very similar to what I had talked to her on the phone about. But
Oh, okay. I think she's gonna be next game's Mark Jefferson.
yeah.
Oh fuck.
What the fuck is the like when you phone her and the kid's even like, I can hear you breathing. I know you're there. And
It's
just
probably the husband. He's got some voice impediment. That's why.
yeah, maybe.
Probably.
I don't know.
Secret
Maybe.
hole thing.
Yeah, or maybe he's like hanging from a rope around his neck and is like,
Okay.
help me.
This is not
Help me.
dokie dokie.
Something is always really fucked in Life is Strange.
Yes.
Like to the
But it
nines.
usually takes them 3 or 4 episodes to reveal how fucked
Yeah,
it is.
it's true.
So do you think you are this kid, or you think you're a different person?
I think you're probably this kid.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you are, I mean, you never know, but I feel like if you are going to be a kid of this age, they are going to do less fucked up shit.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. Or like it's fucked up in different ways. Or
Yeah.
maybe the game starts and he's like 16 or whatever, right? This is
Sure.
how he discovers
That
his
would be-
powers
yeah.
and now cut
Well, I
to
mean, the
That would
fact
be
that already they're establishing that your dad is an alcoholic is already kind of dark
yeah.
for a kid. Like
Right.
playing a kid, seeing this, and you're aware of it, and he
Yeah.
is clearly like, I hate when he drinks out of that
stuff.
thing. He always gets so mad. Like,
They laid it on inside where you're just like, okay, I see where this is
They
going.
only had an hour and a half.
This is getting pretty heavy. But even all that, by the end of it, I was like, it was working on me in a way that
there were a couple things
don't
too
think it
that
should've.
like
Yeah.
they showed, in my opinion, they showed way too much at E3.
yeah.
Or that
yeah.
after thing where like they had already showed the fact that he has a drinking problem. Like the whole first 10 minutes of like you having breakfast or what, they showed that whole thing.
Yeah.
And so when I'm playing it, I'm like, well, this is like a tenth of what I'm about to play, and I've seen it already.
If there were like at most like 3 significant reveals about this kid's life, it
Yeah.
felt like none of them were surprising except for maybe that thing at the end.
Yeah.
And number 2 was that fucking phone code. How the fuck are you supposed to have ever
I
figured
was
that
about
out
to say, I was about to say
without
that. I'm
looking
like,
it up?
how
There's
the fuck?
no way.
Yeah.
And like Brando said, it doesn't make sense because the code was the game name, but it's the dad's phone trying to keep his son out of the phone from playing the game, but the password is the game.
Also, phones don't have fucking letters on numbers anymore.
And
I
I
was just putting 4 in.
I thought it was
and
4
when
too.
4 didn't work, I was just like, well, that's not it. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was like a 7-digit
I was trying
code.
the same thing, the 2006, the
Yeah, every
2006
date
plus
I
his
found-
basketball numbers and fucking everything. And I was like, this is stupid. I'm just going to look it up.
yeah, someone in the chat told me. I'm like,
There's
what?
no way. There's no way you could ever find that out on your own. Like, impossible.
That's stupid.
It does me so much good to see that Hot Dog Man is still thriving. The Hot Dog Man property now. They've got games, they've got movies, they've got the comics, I assume, are still going
What
strong.
was your high score? How'd you do?
I don't remember, to be
I
honest.
was like 20 over the dad's.
I got almost 100 over. I had a
Oh,
good run.
shit.
I was pretty
I-
high, too.
Played it once and got to like 50, and I'm like, well, that was about as much of this game as I can
Oh,
take.
but then you didn't get to check off your beat
Yeah.
on the piece of paper, did you?
Yeah, it still did. Just playing it once, checked it
Oh,
off.
you didn't actually
Oh,
have to
you
beat the
got
high
past
score.
the high score.
Yeah. No, you didn't have to get past
Oh,
that.
I didn't
just
get
had
the
to play.
check until I got maybe.
Really? Oh, yeah,
maybe I did.
I
You
got
probably,
the check
you probably
immediately.
just kept playing because
Yeah.
you wanted the high score.
I thought you had to. That's
So
why I
did
kept
yeah.
playing.
I totally played it twice.
But yeah, as soon as you back out, it gives you the check mark no matter what.
The other thing they didn't really, or at least in my game, unless I missed something, but I fucking looked for 20 minutes trying to figure it out that they didn't really show was the animal in the garage. They're like, oh, there's an animal in here. Clearly there's something going on, but then you never found out what that was.
Oh yeah, didn't he make some reference when he walked in, like hearing a sound?
Yeah, you hear sound, and then if you go around to the back side of the garage, you can see the hole. And you're like, oh, clearly something's in our
Oh,
garage.
yeah, I sort of remember that.
But they didn't ever.
I don't think I even
Show
saw
that.
that.
Kitty cat. Or something.
I just wondered if maybe the fact that they didn't ever reveal what that was, if that's going to factor in at some point.
It's going to be a spirit animal. Or maybe there's a way in there and you can figure it out somehow.
You guys all do everything?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything that was
on
present.
the little piece of paper with the
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some good callbacks to the first season.
Yep.
There's like Mark Jefferson's book is on a on a thing somewhere. And,
some stuff about Blackwell Academy.
yep.
Yeah, because the mom was a student there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we were trying to figure out the timeline, and we it's not hard to figure out. It's hard to remember. I think Life is Strange 1. This is like a year after, or sorry, it is like a year before Life is Strange. I think, right? Is that right? It's 2014.
Yeah. His
In-
Life is Strange was like modern date.
Real time
To where it
as it
was,
was coming
yeah.
out. Yeah, I think it's 2014
Was it?
in
Yeah. Like it was-
the game. And
Yeah.
I hope
I thought
somebody
it
will correct
was-
me if I'm wrong.
I thought it was like 2010 that they were graduating or something.
Because
In
Life is Strange
season
1.
in season 1.
Yeah.
I remember when
I'll
we were
look it up.
playing the prequel that I want to say it was 2012 that Max and Chloe like cut contact with each other because Max moved out of town.
Yeah.
So then a couple years later she came back. It was like 2015.
Maybe you're
I
thinking
want
of
to say
2010 from the prequel.
2014,
Maybe.
2015.
Maybe.
I'm seeing what Life is Strange timeline pulls up for me. Here we go. Timeline. Life is Strange. It starts in 1898, apparently.
Wow.
Let's just go to 2013. Okay, the Vortex Club party is in March 2013.
Okay.
And
So it was a couple years before it came out.
I don't actually know when. One of these just says Bongo the cat dies. Bongo the cat is
Shit.
born. Bongo the cat dies.
No, not Bongo.
I don't know. Maybe they don't have.
Maybe Bongo the cat is the thing that's in the garage.
No, because there were always like there was a date on the letter when
Yeah.
the dad got
Oh,
like
yeah.
fired.
The journal
and stuff
entries
like that.
were all dated.
I'm saying
Yeah.
maybe it's not. Okay, here we go. Captain Spirit timeline. 2017.
So yeah, this is after everything.
Mm-hmm.
It says in January 2017, Portland HeroCon 2017 is set to take place in Portland City Center. Charles Erickson acquired tickets for himself and Chris Erickson for this
Oh,
event.
right.
Oh
That's-
yeah,
that's
because they
the
haven't
father-son,
gone yet.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is
They haven't gone to that.
yeah, because
So-
they missed 2016.
It's pre 2017.
Yeah.
so this is what did I say? 2013. This is 4 years after the Vortex Club party. This is 4 years
There you
after the
Yeah.
destruction or not of Arcadia Bay. So presumably Max is
You think that
out
carries
there
over?
somewhere.
No, I think it's totally different.
I think I can't. Did they say that
It's gonna be weird
decisions
because
carry over from the
that-
first one? I think they did.
This
I don't
game,
know.
like, these people are in the Pacific Northwest still. So
So
it's
you-
going to be weird moving forward with this new kid and not having anyone talk about this hurricane that wiped out an entire city.
Maybe Max is just gonna randomly move to town and become the new babysitter of this kid.
Yeah, or maybe they do the whole like this was the canon ending, which always sucks for people who had the
Yeah.
other ending.
I think they
but-
probably will.
Yeah,
Which super sucks. 'Cause Chloe's dead.
Chloe's dead.
They'll just pull
Chloe's
a Walking Dead 3 and they'll just kill off Chloe in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Sure.
Then it doesn't matter.
That would also be
Except for the city
a
wouldn't
shitty
be
way
gone.
to do it. Yeah. Maybe that's the canon ending. Alyssa was the only one who survived. She was the hero the whole time.
I mean, the city being gone ending would actually be almost more fun to kind of continue off of as
Totally.
a plot line.
Totally.
But
It would be a very interesting world. Whereas you're just kind of going into like that's everyday life.
yep,
That's a storm. Nothing bad happened.
got
Really,
big, then went away.
yeah. I really enjoyed it though.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good length.
Yep.
And it was kind of exactly what I expected it to be. So
And it's free. It's standalone. Get out there and play.
kind of hard to find. on your
PlayStation
store
it was.
PlayStation,
and on
I-
Xbox.
Xbox too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I legit couldn't find it on PlayStation because I was going to download it on PlayStation and play it on that. Mm-hmm. So I was like looking up the platforms it's available on, and it clearly says PlayStation 4.
Yep.
So I was typing in the exact name of the title. I was doing everything I could, and then finally I'm just like, "Fuck it, I'm going to play it on Steam because you can't find it on console."
Right.
See, if you search it on Xbox, it'll show
Yeah.
up. But if you go into free games, not there. If you go into new games, not there.
Is it a demo? On PS4, they consider it a demo, which is super confusing because looking at it, it's like The Adventures of Captain Spirit, blah, 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 demo. I'm like, well, I don't want... Why? What? I don't want the demo.
Yeah.
I just want to play the game.
I
Maybe
wonder if when they release the game, if that will be the beginning of the game.
or act as a demo. Like the first chapter in the game, you mean?
I don't know about the whole first chapter, or I don't know if it's like, I don't think the first chapter will just be that, but part of me wonders if when you get the game and you start and you boot the game up, the first chapter starts with the stuff we've already played.
I would be kind of disappointed if they did that for sure.
That would be super shitty.
Like, I would want to be able to skip it, or like
Yeah.
it knows that you've
Yeah.
already
Pull
played
your
it.
choices forward.
But
or
if
whatever.
it just gets packaged in there with that, so they're not worried about people being like,
yeah,
what
maybe.
happened? There's stuff that the game obviously expects me to know that I don't know, and they're like,
Yeah.
well, go find this game that you can't find anywhere on your store.
Yeah.
And that would be super shitty because then I would have to play it again because I'm going to get it on PlayStation. Because if the choices carry forward, then I need to play it on PlayStation.
That's right. Why wouldn't they tell us if the choices? That seemed like something they'd get out in front of.
Yeah, I'm sure that information's out there. I just don't know it and can't find it readily enough.
That'd be cool if they carried over.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of
From
them
Captain
matter.
Spirit to season 2, I know for sure they do. They've said as much. From
Just from Life is
season
Strange.
1 to season 2, I have no idea.
Season 1, there's one decision in season 1 that needs to realistically carry over.
Yeah.
Depends
well,
on
yeah.
if you keep the city alive.
You could
doesn't it?
make. You
That
could
that
make
is the
things-
decision. Like,
I guess, yes.
Yeah.
And then all the sub decisions factor in if you keep the city alive.
But you could make things more meaningful. Like, is Kate alive or not? They could make that matter if they decide that
but I feel
she's
like
a character
I
or
don't
something, right?
I don't expect this kid to like interact with the same characters as the first game
No.
at all. I expect there to be a different maybe vibe about Pacific Northwest on whether a city got wiped out in the last 5 years or not. But
It's Pacific
That's it.
Northwest. That happens every year.
What state is this game in?
it's all in Portland.
Did it say?
Is it Portland or Washington?
Portland's
I think
not a
it's
state.
Or Oregon, I mean. Oregon or Washington.
It's the Portland HeroCon or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Arcadia Bay, I'm pretty sure, was in Oregon.
I'm sure there's like 15
Probably.
Portlands in the States anyway. So
Probably.
There's at
sounds
least
right.
2.
Are they in the same state?
No.
Good.
That was good state planning.
Yeah.
they would have to call them Portland 1 and Portland 2 if it was the same state.
Oh, Portland Prime and New Portland. Did anybody? What else did everybody play? Who did what?
I took this lull in video gaming right now. There's nothing out.
It's slow times.
To play Red Dead Redemption for the second time in my life.
That's a video game.
You
John
get all-
Marston.
Yeah.
John Marsden.
Mars.
Cyclops himself.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
No, that's
James Marsden.
Marsden.
James Marsden.
what's he in?
Westworld
Oh, right.
and X-Men.
Yes. I played through that whole game. That game's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you like go in and compare it to the last Rockstar game you played, which probably for most people Grand Theft Auto 5, they've probably come up with some
Was
since
there something after that?
I don't think so.
I don't
no.
think so. Grand Theft Auto 5's been around for a long time.
Yeah, 2013.
But you'll be like, ooh, this is a little janky in some ways that Grand Theft Auto 5 is not.
Yeah.
Some of it looks a little bit rough, but you're going back to a 360. But in terms of like the story and everything, I was like, mwah. It's still pristine. Most of those characters are hilarious.
How's the pacing still? Because I remember
I didn't do a lot of side stuff. I was
Okay,
mainlining
maybe
that
that's
thing.
the problem.
So
I remember playing through that game and then getting to like a real crescendo, and you being like, "Wow, this might be the end of the game." I don't
Yes.
know. And then there's just this huge lull of like, now you're a farmer for 10 years or
I
whatever.
guess maybe because it's probably different having played it before and knowing what I was getting into. But I do remember the first time playing this game when I got done in the first, like the top half of the map,
Yeah.
and then and feeling like that was wrapping up, and you go to Fort Mercer and fucking shoot up Fort Mercer, and then they're like, now you're going to Mexico and doing an equal length thing, and I'm like, ooh, that's a lot. And then it's like, then you feel like you're done because you've seen the whole map. It's like, no, now you're going to this little part of the Northeast where you're going to do another whole bunch of stuff, and you're like, okay. now I'm starting to burn out, and then that crescendos, and then you're like, and now you're a rancher, and all of these all these missions are like
Round up the
teach
cows.
your
that
kids
got
how to
out and-
herd cattle, like you learned how to herd cattle at the very beginning of the
come
game.
on, Paul.
He's a little punk ass
He
bitch.
is, yeah.
The old guy's the pain in the ass.
Love a good
He's
Paul.
also a pain in the
Fuck
ass.
that guy.
Paul.
Yeah, no, it was Grand Theft Auto. They re-released a remastered L.A. Noire after.
Yeah. Nothing since, huh?
But Grand Theft Auto was the last major release from them.
Yeah,
Until they put out Bully 2.
Oh, shit.
Just you and me, the only ones calling for that.
I want Bully too.
All right, the three of us. We'll start a petition.
Still remember beating the shit out of that big fucker on
yeah.
Halloween down, in the,
Change.org.
fucking,
Just giving it
down
to
in
him.
the arena.
Yeah.
Welcome to the jungle,
That's a
bitch.
great game.
That's what I say every time I tackle him.
Fucking great game.
Does it still hold up? Like, would you go back to it? Because I've never played it, but I've always heard so many great things about it.
It's been a long time.
It was cool because you like
was
did
very
all
long
this,
time.
like you got up to all these shenanigans, but then I was also like, I got to go to class.
Yeah.
And fucking
Learn my shit.
I gotta spell as many words as I can using these 4 letters before time runs out to upgrade my English.
Oh man, they should make another one.
It's
The
gonna happen.
end of Red Dead is super, super strong. If
Yeah.
you can convince yourself to go through the ranching again, and then, I mean, I almost want to say, part of the coolest part about the ending is the fact that they don't hit you over the head with it. You actually have to fight. It's like a side quest to get the actual credit ending.
It's like going
So-
home and God of War.
Yeah. Part of me wants to be like, well, I don't want to get too much into it because one of the coolest parts is where you're like, oh shit, this is actually happening and I didn't even try and make it happen. But also, people should go look it out because it would suck if you played through that whole game and then thought there was nothing else to do and put it down before the actual ending.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Which I think I did the first time I played it.
Yeah.
I played that game 3 times all the way through.
Yeah.
I remember the second time when I played it, I'm like, that seems strange that that's just how the game ends.
Yeah.
And then looked it up and was like, oh shit, there's more to do.
And it's
I
just,
did it.
it's a little, because all the main missions are letters on your map. They're the letters of the mission, first name of the mission giver. And then there's all the white check mark, or question marks all over the map, which are side quests. And the actual ending of the game appears as a side quest after you beat the game. So,
I want to talk to the person who played Red Dead, whatever, in 7, 8, 9, however long ago it came out, played through it, didn't actually get the ending. They're like, oh, I guess John Marston dies. Well,
yep.
that's unsatisfying. Oh, well, and moved on.
Yep.
And talk to those people now and have them play it again and like finish that end part. Just be like, so, what do you
Change your.
think? Some shit goes down.
Yeah. I'm happy to have played it because for the life of me, I was going to just go through all the YouTube videos, but I don't like doing that unless the game is like unplayably bad. And I'm like, I just don't want to. I'm gonna do that for Resident Evil 1. Let me tell you.
Alan Wake, much better enjoyed watching the cutscenes on YouTube than playing that nonsense.
Yeah, that game didn't
for
look
real.
very good.
It's not. The story's really good. The story's so fucking good, and it's literally it's like bookended with it's like cutscene, 45 minutes of gameplay, cutscene. So you just go through and watch them all. It's a great game.
That's all I played.
Yeah.
I want to play Red Dead 2
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Redemption.
October, right?
Stoked for that.
Yeah, we'll be playing Red Dead on the stream at some point. in the near
Spider-Man come
future.
out?
September?
Fall as well, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good fall. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a good fall, and then a strong early 2019 by the looks of it.
What are you getting that on? So the Red Dead.
Red Dead, probably Xbox to play with you guys.
Yeah, because the online stuff looks pretty cool too.
Yeah, and they did such a like GTA Online is this incredible, weird, bigger than itself thing now that I'm really interested to see what they're gonna do with Red Dead. Have you guys seen that like GTA? I know nothing about it. It's called GTA. I always see it built as GTA RP role playing, and it looks like they've rigged up the models so that they just like as I'm talking into my mic, the model is moving its mouth and shit, and so now it's all these people like, it's basically like playing D&D. The one I watched was like this guy's pretending to be a real estate agent, but really he's a murderer and he's gonna murder someone in this one house, but these people don't know that. So he's like, wow, come on down and take a look at the house here.
And there's people who have skins of police officers that are the police and will take you to jail and lock you in a cell.
And everyone takes it like just seriously enough that it all
Yeah.
kind of works. And it seems like nothing I'll ever touch, but it seems amazing.
That's cool.
If you're into that, it would be really, really cool.
Yeah,
That's got to be just a PC thing, eh?
I have no idea.
I think it's a
absolutely
mod
no
of some
idea.
sort because
That would
they
make a lot
are
of sense.
opening cells that you would not be able to open in the main game, so
Yeah.
it has to be some sort of a mod.
Well, their online has
Something.
changed so much since it came out that I honestly
It's true.
I have no
I haven't
idea what
played
it
it
is
in years
anymore.
now. September 7th for Spider-Man.
Sweet.
Oh, that's plenty of
soon.
time.
That's awful soon. Yeah, awesome.
Plenty of time to bang that out before Red Dead.
Speaking of Alan Wake, I played Alan Wake this week. It is the 7th best video game ever made currently. Although I expect it will probably stay on the
how
bottom
many
of the
ranks?
It's way down.
7?
Seven.
Seven?
Yeah, it's the bottom of the GOAT list. That game's like the story is so fucking good if you're into that weird Twin Peaks. You're not gonna get a lot of closure by the end. A little bit of closure, but
Did you go into this thinking this was a goat?
I've played it before. I knew.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
It is like the story's great. When it came out, obviously it was very different. 2011. It wasn't quite as offensive.
Right.
Playing through it again, it is fucking rough to play through. The combat's not great, and it's super super one note. If you've never played Alan Wake, you have a flashlight, you have a gun, shine the flashlight on the dude, and this like circle gets smaller until it closes, and like the darkness is dispelled from him, and then you can shoot him and he dies.
Gotcha.
It looked very, very repetitive.
It is
doing that over and over again.
super
You're like,
repetitive.
I'm just going to keep backing up until this guy. Okay, he's ready. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and then I'm going to keep backing up and do it to this guy.
Yeah, and some of it you can just run through, which is nice, with the story and the cutscenes and the like the trappings of the world. So Alan Wake is a story about living stories. So he's finding pages of the manuscript that are like, Alan walks, your character, you walk into the room, you pick up the manuscript from under the cupboard or whatever. The manuscript says, and then Alan walked into the room and picked up the manuscript from under the cupboard. Like it's all, he has written this story that he has to live through but doesn't remember writing. It's very weird. It's very good. And apparently the game closes, so it's no longer available on sale for, I don't know if it's available anywhere, to be honest. You can't buy it on Steam anymore.
Why?
Licensing for music. Because they play Ziggy Stardust during the credits for no real reason.
Doesn't play. They're not
Thematically,
parallel stories.
No,
Ziggy and this
thematically
man?
it doesn't really fit all that well. It's I love Ziggy, but it was weird, really really weird.
Can you run down your goats for me real quick?
Oh,
you know them off the top of your head?
jeez.
Is there a
I can
command?
Yeah, I can find them right now. How about I know number
One is Metal Gear, probably.
No, I think number
one's
one might be
Fallout, isn't it?
I think
Oh,
it's
shit.
Portal.
Yeah, number one I think was Portal.
I'll tell you right now. Let me pop up the old GOAT list here. Number 1 is Portal 2.
Oh shit.
So these are the greatest games of all time. Number 1, Portal 2. Number 2, Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. Number 3, Max Payne 3. Number 4, Fallout New Vegas plus all DLCs. Number 5, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Number 6, To the Moon. Number 7, Alan Wake.
You thought about ranking all video games?
I am. I'm working
Oh,
my way
okay.
through them. Yeah.
So this is not. Is this a different thing than the goat thing?
No, this is the GOAT thing.
Okay.
We're gonna play every single video game in the universe.
So every video game is a
rank
goat.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Potentially.
Because if you're staring at all the video games,
Yeah.
they are in fact goats. Because
That's deep.
the old man
Wow.
stares at the goats.
Video games aren't a lake. They're an ocean.
I mean, they can be a goat when you're staring at them, but then you play them to reveal if they are in fact a goat or not a
it's
goat.
true. It's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the wide-eyed wonder of a man who thinks every game he's looking at is the best game ever made.
Yeah.
And then he plays it.
It could be the worst best game ever made. Like in the case of
well,
Alan Wake.
I think it's the least best at that point.
Yeah, sure.
So you're just
Dude.
ranking the bestness of games.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I played. That's not true. What the fuck was I playing today? I started playing The Witcher again on the hardest difficulty.
That game's really fucking good.
That game's really fucking
I
good.
don't know if it would be really fucking good on the hardest difficulty.
That combat
It's
ain't
not,
shit.
it's not very good combat.
That combat ain't shit. That combat's no problem.
Really?
Yeah,
I just didn't think the combat was very good.
neither did I, and I sort of still don't.
Okay.
It's fine though. It's just interesting enough that you, if you get hit twice, you'll die. So there's a little bit of tension. But it's easy. We died. I'm like, I don't know, 10, more than that, 13, 14 hours in. We died 3 times, and one of them was literally the first enemy I fought because it's like, it's been 3 years since I played this game. Nope, didn't die to the bird. Died to just a drowner, just a zombie.
Oh, I thought the bird was first.
Level 1, like the griffin.
Yeah.
It's the first real hunt.
Yeah, you work your way up to it. You do a
okay.
couple side quests on the way.
Good.
That was the
I
first
love
thing
that
I
game.
did because when I played, I didn't know that there were. I didn't know that you couldn't return to the first area, and then when it's like, "Hey, are you sure you want to leave?" I just clicked through it.
I'm
You
pretty
can return to
sure-
the first area. You can.
Really?
Yeah, I also thought that thing existed. That never happens. There's never like a, hey, you can't come back here after. You should make sure you
shit.
do all the quests.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it and never went back. So
I thought you couldn't go back until this playthrough, and someone's like, just go back.
I could never go back to that game because it's too big.
It's very, very big.
But I will go to my grave with very fond memories of that
Yeah,
game.
oh, it's great. I skipped just enough of, like, I didn't do everything the first time through, so now I'm going to try and do pretty much all the quests and things.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a lot of stuff I haven't seen before, which is cool.
They're all good. They're all unique.
Oh, they're all so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Gwent.
Gwent is
we're not playing a single game of Gwent. Zero Gwent.
0 games of Gwent.
None.
Doing a Gwentless run?
Yep.
You're gonna miss
Full-
out on so much content.
Death March
Those
full Gwentless.
expansions that have like all that Gwent stuff in it.
Yeah, I just...
You can't call it a full playthrough if you don't
Yeah.
Gwent.
I suppose you're right. In the interest of the GOAT ranking, I mean,
Yeah.
True.
maybe
Explore all aspects.
we'll play some Gwent.
Chat was pretty rattled with the lack of Gwent.
Oh, chat can suck my...
I don't remember how to play Gwent. If you put Gwent on the screen in front of me, I wouldn't know what the fuck I was doing.
I played enough of the standalone to actually... I know how to
Okay,
play
that's
Gwent fine.
fucking awful.
Did you play any of the board game, table games in Red Dead?
Yeah,
Poker?
every dollar I made was playing fucking Five Finger Fillet.
That's the one to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that's the knife stabby game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can do it like I can do the
Easily.
hardest difficulty.
Five-finger fillet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would just be like, oh, you need $200 to get this guy's land deed, unless you
No
want to shoot him in
problem.
the head. And it's like, oh, you're gonna take this dollar and fucking turn it into $200 in less than 10 minutes.
Closing thoughts on Witcher. Game's fucking amazing. It is super deep in a way that there are like 30 of us in that chat all trying to be like, okay, hang on, what's the story here? Wait a minute, did Geralt know this lady from the past? And like it is dense in the best way.
I might go watch some of your on-demand stuff.
I guarantee you'll see tits in every single... That is my solemn promise to you, the audience. I guarantee that we will see female nudity and likely male nudity. We've had male nudity both times.
You never see Geralt's dick.
There's one shot where it's far enough away that you could maybe convince yourself it's not his dick, but there's one shot where you see he's in a pool and you see something
Is
going
it
on.
just the
You see
way the
something going
light
on.
is bending in the water?
It
Yeah,
could
it's
be.
just-
It
just
could
the
be-
waves, right?
It could be.
It's just the
It could be his
waves.
legs.
It's his
Like,
fucking dick.
it's
They
his
modeled,
dick.
they modeled the Geralt dick.
oh yeah, the mutations probably made it huge.
I don't know if there's enough female nudity in that game to have every single episode have nudity.
I think there is.
I feel like there's a
know.
drop off.
I think
Yeah.
there
I feel
is.
like I remember a drop off. I feel like I remember a lot of female nudity early, and then me not being able to find the naked ladies as often.
If you know where it is, you can really ration it out in
Yeah,
a pretty
exactly.
in a pretty effective way.
you have like a list beside you of like quests that have the nudity in them.
Like, oh, okay, we're gonna squeeze our nudity in today. Well, we'll talk to Triss right near the end, and so good, man. That game is so fucking good. She's a backstabber.
yeah,
Now that I've
Triss does not like me.
now that I've played the game and know the history of Geralt, I'm playing completely differently. Yeah. No more doe-eyed, naive Geralt.
I think my problem was maybe I wasn't doe-eyed enough when I was Geralt. I caused a lot of people to be angry with me.
He's a heartless MFer. Kev, what'd you get up to?
I started my Mario 3 speedrun practicing.
Oh yeah, I watched some of that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was bad at the beginning. It was real bad.
Yeah, just same as everyone.
Gave you some second thoughts.
Yeah, when I first started, it probably took me a solid 15 minutes to even beat the first level
Yeah.
in a reasonable amount of time. And as I'm going through it, I'm like, man, whose fucking idea was this
Yeah.
to defend the belt like this?
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is breaking news here. We have confirmed that Geralt's 3D model, does not have a penis.
Yeah, there you go.
That's gonna be heard it in the rankings, Matt.
Free the peen. What is going on? Cyberpunk better have full penis in it, or
It's not worth it.
sign my petition. Free the peen. Change.org.
Peen-tition.
Sorry. Sorry to derail you.
But yeah, so I'm doing a different run than Eads is. I'm doing the World 8. I'm not gonna just hard lock the game twice and then completely fuck myself over.
So for anyone who does, little context, for anyone who doesn't know Super Mario 3, the speed run, there are two main paths. If you're doing any percent, which means glitches are fine, whatever, it's much faster to double warp to 7-1, and then you do a glitch on 7-1 that either 50-50 chance takes you to the end of the game immediately, or hard locks the console. The other route, which is slower but doesn't use glitches, you double warp to World 8, and then you just play through World 8, finish the game.
Yeah. So I'm working on my World 8. I still haven't been able to beat World 8-1, but I can get there pretty quick now.
Oh, shit.
I got my World 1 down to about 3 minutes.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is 8 is no.
It's no cakewalk.
It's no cakewalk to
No,
get through
8
that thing.
sucks. You guys are insane. You should come on the glitch train.
No.
I'm doing a third path through the game.
Every single
Which
world.
I think that people who are tuning in will get the most bang for their buck
Yep.
on a speed run if they're to watch mine.
On a speed run, that's not necessarily a speed run.
Well, we'll agree with you there.
if you're the only one to finish,
That's
you
right.
know, if we all run out of lives, or if I hardlock the system and don't make it, or there's like a 10% chance I pull this glitch off.
That game starts getting game over hard for me at the world after Little Big World. Big giant.
World 5.
Yeah, what is that?
The air place.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where it starts getting like,
I
I might just not have enough lives to get through that world.
I was never good at World 3. World 3 was my kryptonite.
That was the water one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can do that one, okay.
Yeah, 1 and 2 I was always really good at. 4 is I was always good at because that's the best.
4 is probably easier than 3, though. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 is whatever, except for that fucking sun. You don't have to go to the sun, though.
Oh,
Yeah, and
fuck that son.
And then 6 and 7 were both unnecessarily hard.
The thing with me is whenever I play 3 or World, which are the 2 that I play still occasionally, I go and do every level.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm playing it to maximize my
100%.
time with it.
Yeah.
So,
You will certainly, I think, have the most Mario played of anybody by a huge
yeah.
factor. I'm sure.
But there is a monumental drop off between World and 3. Even.
Yeah.
Like, I've played a ton of Mario. If this was Mario World, Super Mario World,
Over.
I'd be
GG.
unless there's a glitch. There's probably a glitch. It's
Oh,
faster than
I'm
what I
sure
can.
there's a glitch.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
But I know the
Yeah.
fastest way through that game.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting because we'll have apparently a bunch of different paths. We'll have the risky path of is the fastest path, can he even do it? Probably not. But it would be great if it comes down to like, it's a coin toss for the title, and I got fucked because of course I did.
Fuck, that would be a great way to decide a title as a
Yeah.
coin flipping contest.
Well, I mean,
It's no rock, paper, scissors.
Once
Yeah.
it's back around my waist, brother, we'll
see
do
what we
all
can do.
sorts of flipping contests.
Yeah, you don't want none of this rock, paper, scissors.
Parchment shears. and
re-
shit.
Re-up on the rules. What are the rules again? Because
Because
I was watching you play a bit, and you're like, oh, I'm going to have to change this no continuing rule.
Yeah, because my original theory was to allow unlimited continues. But if we do that, then the stream is literally going to be like 14 hours long out of spite
No.
from some people.
Should be if you hit a continue and end, that's it. That's
yeah,
your run.
Yeah,
That's your 4
I
lives.
think as long as everyone thinks that that's okay to go back on that,
Yep.
I think it would be
A game over screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a run.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if the console hard locks,
That's
that's
a
a
run.
run. Yeah.
But I will announce, because we're getting 2 runs each, one of the rules will be if you don't want to take your second run, you don't have to.
Okay.
Another rule will be, as the defending champ, I will choose my order of play,
Okay.
but the rest of you have to random.
Oh, you'll just choose where you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And is it like
Well, yeah, everyone will have
run,
to play once, and then
everyone
everyone
plays
play
the
again. Yeah,
second.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So you
You
can't
can't
go
just be
back
like-
to back.
Right.
Right.
And it's the best time of your 2 runs, obviously.
Best time of your
Yeah.
2 runs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
imagine if it wasn't though.
Yeah, and we don't know exactly when it's happening, but we'll lock it.
What if one of us accidentally sets the world record?
Not gonna happen.
I think we need
It
someone
would
to
be
do it, don't
awesome.
we?
It would
be.
it would be only the people doing the glitch run because that's
Yes.
the fastest
Yes.
time.
Well,
It's
no,
not
I mean
gonna
you
happen.
can.
Well, I guess you can set the
you can
glitchless.
get the glitchless world
Yeah.
record too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could also get the 100% world record.
It's
It's
not
That's
gonna
right.
happen.
I'm gonna do it.
not-
I
it
wonder
is-
what that is. I should look what that is.
like an hour and 10. I want to say.
I should watch that. I
It's
bet
good.
that's a
It's
hell
good.
of a speed run.
I was actually watching recently. They did a new run at AGDQ this year. The All Forts run.
okay.
So you do all the little castles in every level. As soon as you finish all the castles in a level, you can warp if you want to or get out of that level in
Gotcha.
some way. But you have to do all the castles. And it was a race between these 2 people. And the one guy kept fucking up and like kicking the console or something of his opponent. And he hardlocked the other guy's system twice.
That seems like you should not let him do
Like a
anything. Yeah.
Pick up
Well-
the hard lock system and crack him with it.
It was funny because the first time he did it, he like the stream basically broke because the one guy felt so bad that he didn't say anything for a solid 5 minutes as the other guy was like trying to get back to where he was, but he didn't do the same route. So
Fuck.
because yeah, it was like 18-20 minutes into the run. So he missed all the items that he got in World 2 and 3 and ended up just warping to World 4 because that's where it happened on.
Should put consoles farther away from people's feet.
But yeah, and then the second time it happened, the same guy got angry with himself for losing the Hammer Brothers suit, because the way, if you're doing the full run, you get the Hammer Brothers suit in World 7, and then you keep it to the end of the game, and Hammer Brothers suit will kill Bowser in like 2 hits. So he got mad that he lost the Hammer Brothers suit and threw the controller down.
Ooh.
And when the controller hit the ground, it fucked up the other guy's console again.
God.
So it hardlocked
Bad
the
form.
system again.
Ban that man. People have been banned for less. Ban that man.
And yeah, like watching the stream, like you could see the guy who did it. He felt so bad. He was like visibly crying and like, man, this is so terrible. I've ruined both of our
Fuck.
only attempt at this. That like they're never gonna bring this back for another GDQ.
in
So
front of how many 100,000 people
yeah,
watching?
yeah.
Did you watch any GDQ besides that?
I didn't watch any of it live.
No.
I don't know. I kind of lost a lot of interest in it. Just the timing is usually bad, and the games that I always want to watch are like when I'm at work.
Yeah.
So when I first started paying attention to it, I would watch anything that was on when I was like at home. I would watch like 40 hours of the thing, and then Saturday would come and I'd like put it on when I woke up and watch it the entire day.
Yeah.
But now it's like, well, if I don't know what the game is and I don't care about the game, I just can't be bothered anymore.
I heard the Mario Odyssey speedrun was apparently very good. Same with Breath of the Wild. Love those games.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild would be a cool one to watch.
Yeah.
It's so does Super Mario Odyssey, but Breath of the Wild is cool because you can fucking go right to the boss without fucking
Yeah. And-
breaking the game.
And it has like all those physics tricks that you can
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
can
always
do
cool
stuff.
to watch.
you do.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I played some Slay the Spire again, but we've talked about that tons.
yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah,
It's a very good game.
the new class is a lot of fun, for sure.
When did that come out?
Well, it's been in the beta version for a couple months, but I honestly don't know when it's come to the main game.
Yeah. Mr. Barris, what you been doing?
Outside of our usuals, being Rocket League, Overwatch, and that's it.
It's kind of it right now.
I'll play Fortnite every now and then, but I realized today that I needed something to talk about, so I started playing Metal Gear Solid 5. I got 2 levels in,
Wow.
and I'm not far enough in to give any sort of... How do you feel about this game yet?
It
Because
hasn't even opened up for you
I'm
yet.
still not pressing the right buttons yet.
Yeah. It'll take you. It'll.
Oh no, I
it'll
got
take a
caught and I have the wrong gun out. Let's press Y. Nope, that's not how you change guns.
No.
Oh, and now it's too. Oh, and now I'm dead. All right, good.
bit. It'll take you a little bit.
Yeah.
There's something about when you get it where you're like, yeah, this makes more sense than most controls. But
What-
then with all the time leading up to that, you're just like, this fucking why does it have to be hold 2 buttons and then like rotate your stick and jump on 1 foot to reload.
I actually just played. I played like 20 hours of Phantom Pain this week as well on the old stream, trying to get all the side ops done. God,
those
there's
side ops.
too many, dude.
Yeah.
There's too many. I started like 61% completion. Played for it was more than 20 hours, 25 hours or whatever. 64%.
Jesus.
And that was just rapid fire. Like, okay, let's kill him. Boom, 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 boom. Just knocking shit off.
Now,
But I mean, you need S in
I'm not even
every
doing.
ranking.
I'm not even doing the ranked ones. I'm just doing the side offs to get them done.
Well, yeah, but like to 100% the game, you need S's and everything. So
That's
that's
true.
probably where a lot of the percentage is hidden.
Yeah, I have to go back and do every mission.
Yeah.
And get. Oh my god.
I got an S on the first one.
Good job. The first one's kind of tough to get the S. Did you get the at the end? So once you get into the meat and potatoes of the game of like. I
The
don't
parts where it doesn't make any sense.
Well, no. Even once you
yes,
get once you
Kevin
get
is
into
right.
the rhythm of it, of like, okay, I start in the helicopter, I pick a mission, I fly to the place, I jump out. You can start looking at. They'll have like hidden objectives on them, so it'll be like one of them on that first one I think is like kill all the guys in the hospital without anyone detecting you or something. And they'll be hidden just like extra objectives. So if you really want to S rank them, get the hidden objectives too. I think they're a lot of fun actually.
I played Metal Gear 5 for the story.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes. I did not I S ranked whatever I S ranked and did not go back and try and S rank other stuff. I did the missions that seemed to be leading me in the story direction and not very many of the side ops and left that game very disappointed
Yeah.
in the story.
Playing it again, like there's so many, and you haven't gotten to any of this yet, Warren, but there's so many systems in there that are so fucking cool of like
Oh, sure.
I am lifting things back to my mother base that my dudes will use in case anybody on the multiplayer invades. They will use like this turret that I took back to defend, and like that stuff is all so fucking.
Yeah.
Building your mother base is so cool.
Everything about that game is fucking A+, except
then-
for the Metal Gear-ness of
and
it.
then you hit the story mission sometimes. You're like,
Yeah, there's some shit where I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to know this, having never played any of them,
no.
or if like, oh, I'm on this bed and clearly there was some explosion because there's all these X-rays of how fucked up I am.
So
Am I
that
supposed to
That's
have known
actually-
about that?
That's
That
actually
part
at the
you do.
end of... No, he didn't finish Ground Zeroes.
Oh, okay.
I played 10 minutes
Yeah,
of
that's
that
the
game.
very end of Ground Zeroes is
Which is only like a 2-hour, 2.5-hour thing
Yeah,
if you play it through, right?
Yeah. It's Ground Zeroes is fucked up. I was thinking a lot about that bomb inside that lady.
Oh, yeah.
Vagina bomb.
There's a bomb in a vagina.
Oh my god, it's so fucking. It's
That's why you're
fucked.
fucked up. That's why there's X-rays.
Yeah, and she gets on the helicopter with you because you're sent in to rescue her. That's your target. She gets in the helicopter. Bomb goes off because the medic is like, she's got a bulge in her gut. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a bomb. Thing goes off, blows up the helicopter, and also like Mother Base gets attacked too.
Yeah, at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Your base gets attacked, and then and then cut to Metal Gear 5: Phantom Pain is you waking up from the results of that.
Right.
I remember thinking that Mother Base was going to be Big Shell. Or is that what it's called? Big Shell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It looks a lot like
It
it.
looks a
with
lot like
the
it.
Struts and things. Yeah,
No, it wasn't.
yeah. There's a lot going on in that game, though. I'm really excited for you to kind of get into the
Fucking fire guy. Is he from another game or is that brand new?
Kind of. He's
Those
like
fucking zombie with the green eye motherfuckers, are they from another
those
game?
are
No,
new.
those are
Those
new.
are new. Yeah.
Fire Guy is from another game. No,
yeah.
he was not on fire in the other game.
Yeah, he's from another game, but the story is so half baked that it's like, well, why is he here? I don't know. He's angry. Snake kills him. Big boss, the character you are playing as, kills him in 3.
Also, why did I have to make a guy to change my face
Big
into,
boss
and
does.
then I didn't change my face into that guy? That seems pretty stupid.
who knows?
It's for amongst other reasons. One of it was for the multiplayer, for your multiplayer avatar, because you can invade. So you haven't got there, but eventually you'll be building a base and expanding it, and it gets like excessive, and you can invade other bases. So if 2 snakes meet, you see your avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but also there is a reason in the story that they'll get to towards the end,
Good.
which I really wonder. If you'll ever get there, probably not. Just look it up. If you're like, fuck this, look it
Well,
up.
I don't think it'll mean anything more.
And yeah,
neither.
I wonder
Yeah.
if it will mean anything to you. What do you think of Kiefer?
He's all right.
Sutherland. Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
He's probably said, 15 words in the 2 hours you played?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, you got to see a man.
He's got about 15 more in the next 60 hours you played.
2 of them are do it.
Yeah.
Hey, I could follow that guy's ass around for the
Yeah,
first
yeah, I get to-
30 minutes.
You get to see that man's bum.
That's nice.
Yeah,
For a long time.
Yeah.
It was a long time.
quite a long time. Yeah. Yeah,
Also-
I won't say anymore because we're.
What's his name? Kojima? His name appears about 300 times in the
yes.
first
Oh, yeah.
20 minutes.
Yep.
Yep. That's
Like,
in all of
holy
the
fuck.
games.
I get it. I know
Uh,
you made this game.
I sort of think he doubled down on it because Konami took his name
He
off the
was-
box.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just like, fuck
in
you
the-
guys.
This game came out in the process of him getting shoot away.
Yeah, every mission is like the same thing. It's like beginning of the mission, it preaches his name. End
Credits,
of the
yeah.
mission.
Written directed by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Featured mecha,
Yeah.
all that shit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird game.
I love it.
It looks
Yeah, me
good.
too.
It looks
Looks
really
great,
good
yeah.
still, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, playing back through it, I really love it. Soundtrack's awesome. Those tapes are awesome.
Yeah.
Maneater.
Go play some licensed music.
Yeah. Man who sold the world. You got anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's go for a quick little break here. We can come back to some news, a couple emails, and we'll see you here, other side of this musical break. My ears are hot.
Moist.
Oh, are my ears ever hot?
Damn it.
Yes. Man of the pee.
Do it. Do it now.
I'm thinking about the beginning of Metal Gear.
I'm thinking about The Witcher a lot since he started talking about The Witcher.
There's a lot in the beginning of Metal Gear.
Oh, is that Andy? Is that blues thing again? I thought that was only Friday, Saturday.
Blues thing don't stop.
I mean, I think it probably does after today.
Just keeps on bluesing. The Blues
Keep
lives on
on
in all of us.
bluesing, baby. You know what time it is.
I thought Pat Benatar was dead.
Every time you name a song, I don't know if it's Pat Benatar or Joan Jett.
Whoa.
Sexist. Speaking of sexist, hated Ocean's 8.
I was seriously considering watching Ghostbusters 2016 because it's on Netflix now.
Don't you do it.
And I told myself that I would give it a chance.
Don't you do it.
But I was watching the opening, like the
little
little
promo thing
teaser
they give you, yeah.
and I'm like, oh, it looks so bad.
I just don't think easy for me to say this, but I don't think it has anything to do with the women. I think it has everything to do with you're trying to remake a thing that is.
Yeah, you're trying to remake it, and I've heard that the story is like very bad, and the dialogue is very bad,
and you have this thing in your head like it could be a better movie, and I'd still probably be like, this isn't exactly what I was expecting because I love Ocean's 11.
Well, I mean, and it's the same thing with like you look at how people are treating the new Star Wars movies. Like, no matter what you do, you're gonna piss off your audience. So.
A lot of people are going
Idiots.
to only love their first.
But at least the Ghostbusters movie was actually bad. Like, the plot and the writing was not good. Star Wars, great movie.
Oh, I see.
Great.
I thought you were
People just hate it for no reason.
Movie.
I thought you were talking about like against Ocean's 8. And I was like, did you see it?
No, sir.
It's fine not to like something. Like the thing about that Star Wars fandom that is so offensive. Like it's fine just to be like, I didn't like it. It wasn't
Sure.
for me.
Yeah.
But to get out there and be like,
No, fuck you for being
yeah,
in it.
personally attack actors of like,
That's
you
so
played this character I don't
stupid.
like, and like, what the
You
fuck
followed
is wrong
the
with
writing that people gave you that created this movie.
You? Well, it's like the dude who played Jar Jar is like, was
I
driven
read that.
to almost committing
Yeah, he
suicide.
just came out and
There
talked
was an
about that.
article about that in the paper a little while ago,
So
and I
fucked.
was like, "Holy fuck, are you guys serious?"
Yeah,
Jar
people
Jar
need
was
to
great.
chill.
Don't be shitty.
But like, yeah,
Man
now-
could have been a Sith Lord if the fans would have
Man
fucking liked
is
it.
a Sith Lord.
Yeah, when he comes back in 8, now that he's got out there and talked about all this, and they're like, oh, Jar Jar, oh shit, and they tie him back in.
Damn
Did you ever
right.
see Solo?
Did I ever see what, sorry?
Solo?
Not yet, no.
Sir!
Not yet.
I got the fucking thing spoiled.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Are
It's
you-
a good thing though, eh?
I honestly don't really care.
You probably have to see it.
No, I
Yeah,
yeah,
like it.
but still.
Yeah.
You buy me the ticket and we'll go. We'll go tonight.
It's probably close to the cheap theater at this point.
Yeah, probably.
I'd go.
The
I haven't been to fucking Northside cheap theater in a long time.
The one with bed bugs, I ain't going there.
Oh, come on!
No, if
Movie's
you
12?
go to
No.
one of the like main movies, it's in the two good theaters that have the stadium seating. And
It's good shit.
That's probably the fastest I've ever heard someone string together. You need to buy me this movie. I'm too cheap, and no, I won't go to the one with bed bugs back to back. Beggars can't be choosers, Matt.
We'll go on a Tuesday for $20 instead of $100 or whatever the cheap movie day is.
I want you to, did Oliver see Ocean's 8? Is that what he was
Yeah.
saying when he was like, it was all right?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you saw it. Yeah. I watched Ocean's 11 again.
Is that not as good as I remember?
It's
I've seen
not.
I've seen it in
It's
the
not.
last 5 years.
Yeah, the heist, it's a fun movie, but if you like, the more you think about it, like the heist makes fucking no sense.
A lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
Like
you're really lucky that
Yeah.
that guy acted that way
Yes.
upon seeing that thing. Yeah.
yeah, and I didn't realize it until this most recent watching, but holy fuck, is Don Cheadle's accent bad? Like, oh my god, it's
go.
terrible. Especially if you kind of know to listen for it, and like you hear a lot of him just talking plain American at you in,
Yeah.
in the Marvel movies now. It's bad.
It's bad.
It's
like it's
so
like it's
bad.
bad. Like it's bad acting, or it's bad like it's a bad accent.
It's a bad accent.
Like,
yeah,
okay.
it's like did you ever see that Terminator with Sam Worthington?
No.
Oh, or played Black Ops 2, I
Yes.
think was one with him.
Yep.
And he has like a pretty even
Black
when
Ops
he's-
1 with Sam Worthington as well.
Oh, yeah, he's in the character.
At least one.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was in two.
When his even through his American accent, you can tell you're like, he's like Australian or New Zealand maybe, or I know he's got an accent.
Yeah, now
It's
that you
bleeding
say
through.
that, I remember playing Black Ops 1 and not knowing where this guy was from
Yeah.
while he was talking.
Yeah, that's sort of what Cheadle has going. Still a fun movie though.
I guess in that way, Ocean's 8 is maybe a lot like Ocean's 11.
Good.
In the way where it's like the heist is like, that is some of the most convenient things that happen. And then they do like the swerve at the end. And the swerve at the end is just like This is fucking awful.
Is it like ripped out of the first one, or like
No, but there's a lot of stuff ripped off out of the first one. Like it is like it's George Clooney's, it's Danny Ocean's sister.
Oh, great!
Is,
that
is and then
you
it
lost
is,
me. You
and then
lost me.
And then it is the Rusty stand-in, who's like the best friend that she gets right out of jail, and then a lot of the characters are like, boom, boom, boom. This is your 1-to-1 with this character.
Grease man, fast talking dealer man.
There's like it was
Mormon twins.
the funny one. Anne Hathaway's actually very good in that movie.
I didn't know she was in it.
Yeah, she's
Great.
very funny, but also part of the worst twist of that movie. It's bad. I don't really didn't like it.
Let's keep
We have a female who is agreeing with everything that we're saying right now.
keep the movie reviews going. Oh, you did someone like give you shit for not liking Ocean's
No.
8? Or, oh, okay.
Just because the way that we had started it was not to be sexist, but this movie
I see.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You could put whoever you want in it. I pretty much could have guessed that movie was probably going to suck. Unless it had George Clooney, Brad Pitt, like the original cast or something, then maybe I could get pulled back in. CG.
They're gonna do
Bernie
trilogy,
Mac.
you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's 8.
Yeah.
8, 9,
8, 9,
10.
10.
Leads
Yeah.
up to 11. So on the list of GOAT Ocean movies, where does Ocean's 8 fall?
4
Okay.
out of 4.
All right.
It goes 11, 13, 12, 4.
Does anybody else have any other movie reviews you want to get off the chest there? Anybody see anything in the theatre? We used to talk about movies on this podcast, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago.
Movies will always be a good time filler.
Yeah,
We had that 2-hour mark and no one did anything games related.
We had like a designated like movies segment once upon a time.
And the designated machinima section.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, now it's like a designated stream section. Nothing's changed. Nothing ever changes. Let's talk about some news then. You guys heard of Google? Am I Google? Am I pronouncing that right?
that's kind of like Bing, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, maybe or like Ask. You remember Ask Jeeves? I think it's like one of those like shitty little search
I
engines.
fucking love that butler.
Yeah.
He was the
Yeah,
best.
I like sometimes still use it just for
just
fun.
to see.
Or Yahoo. Apparently they're planning a video game console here, maybe hypothetically, to compete with this next generation of Xbox and PlayStations. No real specifics. So, having read, everybody's reporting this story as though like this is a really big deal, but after reading it, it's super, super, super vague in the sense that, of course, Google is thinking about making a video game platform. They're
In the way Google is thinking about making everything.
Yeah, literally everything, yeah. No specifics. They have 3 main pillars, and this is where I kind of sort of roll my eyes. Some sort of streaming platform, some sort of hardware, and an attempt to bring devs under the Google umbrella. So they are... I don't...
That's the 3 things you would need.
Yeah. Well, I guess kind of the interesting thing then is... they're talking about like it's going to be, you're not going to download games to your console, you're not going to purchase physical media like PlayStation Now, you're going to stream it off a server somewhere to your house. And Microsoft and Sony have been out there talking this game as well a bunch in the last couple of weeks.
It's the future, man.
Oh, that's a shitty future. Like the tech's not there yet. The tech's
Yeah,
not there.
but hopefully they don't do this until the tech is there.
Yeah, I'm like, we have things like PlayStation Now. Today we can use that, and it's the exact same thing, right? You're booting up a PC or a PS3 in China or whatever.
What's the input lag like on PlayStation Now?
The one time I used it, it was pretty bad. It wasn't super terrible. It was like playing a leggy game online, kind of. It was pretty bad though. It was noticeable.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the thing where you're like, well, hopefully the technology gets there before they start doing this stuff in the public, but also
We've already started doing this stuff in the public.
Yeah,
too.
and you kind of, it's always been kind of like you put it out shitty, and then the desperation to make it less shitty is really what drives the technology.
yeah. Like
So-
we have NVIDIA Shield is that exact thing right now of a little handheld thing you stream to.
I love everything about this idea except for the input lag.
Yeah.
Like, if they could make that run awesome, it would be great to be like,
Pay them
Here's
$100 a year or whatever.
yeah, here's my $100 a year. I can play anything I want,
Yep.
anytime. Don't have to download it. It's just fucking there.
Yep. That would be super convenient.
Yes.
Yep.
And like, but on the other hand, input lag fucking sucks so bad. Even just we were playing Kev's Nest Mini on his TV down here, his smart TV, and like all smart TVs have, all TVs have input lag, smart TVs especially. And the timing was different enough from what I was using at home that like I practiced that glitch at home 150 times or whatever and could pull it off. Came here, couldn't fucking even get close. Couldn't even get close. It was, I don't know, maybe a tenth of a second of delay, probably less, way less. and even that
It doesn't
was
take
enough.
very much.
Nope.
There's a little bit on the Mega Man collection
Mm.
on Xbox, and it'll make me. It gets significantly better after the first game. Like one is
that's
awful.
weird. That's super
and then
fucked. That it's
so
different.
which makes me think maybe the lag is in the game.
Yeah,
like it's like
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but it is infuriating when you're trying to do tight platforming and having just that slight little bit.
Yeah. I don't know how any of this would work, but you know how we like calibrate for Rock Band? You calibrate your TV. I wonder if they could get something like that where, you know,
But I think it changes based on your like ping. You'd have to like redo it every time.
Well, I mean, your ping to the server would probably be pretty stable. Maybe even it could even be like the Rock Band guitars do it with an IR blaster on the front. So you just hold the guitar in front of the TV, and it can like see the flash. You could do something like that.
Yeah, but I think as soon as you're streaming, like with Netflix, every now and then my Netflix gets fuzzy for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Oh no,
And every time my Netflix gets fuzzy, that would be the equivalent of me having to fucking put my controller back up to the flashing light because all of a sudden it is lagging further behind than it was at first.
Yeah, they'll have to figure something out. What else do I got here? You guys heard of Sonic? Remember that time Sonic kissed the lady?
They make good burgers.
Yeah.
And
Milkshakes.
Yeah, shakes and like frozen drinks, slushes.
Tacos too.
Do we
maybe?
have any of those in Canada? No. Yeah.
I think they're exclusively a West US thing.
What about Sonic the Hedgehog? Gotta go fast. He's like
don't
he's like
know.
he's like a less cool Knuckles.
Is he like on the East Coast? He's like the New York burger place?
He's like if you took Shadow's gun away and made him a loser, he would be.
What about
Well,
his
I mean,
bike?
he
He's
took-
still got his bike, right?
I don't know. Probably not. No, Sonic is kind of a turd.
I've literally played 0 seconds of any of those games ever. Missed them completely.
I missed him too.
I played Sonic Adventure and it was okay.
Yeah.
I
And
played
then
1 and 2 on Genesis. And
Sure.
I think I rented 3 at one point.
there's a level where the whale chases you. That was neat.
I remember that.
It was disappointing that was the first level and was the best level, and it just kind of went downhill from there. But
I played a lot of that 3D one with the Chow Gardens. The first time Chow showed up, and you had to go to Chow
Sonic Adventure.
Island, and was it like a lot of 3D on rails?
yeah,
Okay,
there was like a multiplayer where you could have like grind races
Yeah.
against.
It was on the Dreamcast. I played it on the Dreamcast.
I know the Sonic Hero song because it's in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's horrible.
It's a bad, Sonic Heroes is a
horrible.
bad game.
Anyways, they're making a fucking live action Sonic CG movie apparently.
I want to know, like down to a percentage, how much of that is live action and how much of that is CG.
Hopefully, everything except Sonic is live action.
That's what I'm hoping too.
Yeah, the ladies he makes out with, live action.
And I hope even like the CG is like they like you can see fur on him.
Photorealistic
like,
Sonic.
He
Oh,
looks
God.
like
He eats a live action chili dog at one point.
yeah.
Jim Carrey is apparently playing. I wrote Dr. Eggman, but that's not right. Mr. Robotnik.
Oh.
What do we? Dr. Robotnik. Is that what we call him?
Inspired.
Is that what we call him here
Inspired
in America? Yeah.
From all reports, I've heard that that's a pretty good move. Seems like the perfect guy to do it from the articles
Yeah.
that I see pop up.
He's got to be like wild and facially animated.
Big
yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
Um,
It is. Like it is
Yeah.
honestly like for this movie, that's probably as good a pick as you're gonna get.
sure.
I don't want a phenomenal high
Daniel
budget.
Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Well, also, like, Jim Carrey's not doing a lot of movies these days. So,
He's fighting the
Fact that-
anti-vaxxer fight.
the fact that he's coming out to do this must mean that the script is decent enough for him to do it. Like, if it was a piece of shit, he probably wouldn't do it.
I mean, maybe he just wants a
maybe.
bunch of money right now.
That's true.
You could also look at it like exactly how you said, where it's like he's not getting a lot of acting jobs right now. Maybe he didn't even look at the script and he's like, yes, work.
Maybe he fucking loves Sonic.
Maybe.
I mean, everybody
It's true.
pretty much loves
That's
Sonic, right?
crazy.
They were going to make a Zelda live action movie, and Robin Williams was still with us. That sumbitch would be all over that movie.
Oh yeah, his daughter's just Zelda Williams.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of Zelda.
Who would he play? Who would Robin Williams play in the Zelda movie?
Tingle.
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa.
Fuck.
Straight up. Only it would be like it's already unsettling when Robin
Yeah.
Williams played it. It'd be like, oh god.
Oh
You know,
my
and
god.
he would always be looking like right into the camera
Yeah.
whenever he did any interactions.
Always asking the director if he can get tighter shorts.
yeah.
Lost Woods. Her. What an incredibly wonderful place.
He'd be.
Koopaloo. That's all I have to say about that fucking movie. It'll probably never come out.
I'll watch it though.
You know what? I
100%.
feel like the movies you hear about are like, wow, that might be something cool. Wow, like a BioShock movie, huh? Like, there's a world there. The movies where it's like, oh,
Assassin's Creed. Yeah, that'd be a great film.
well,
I was
did
stoked
anyone
on
ever
that.
think that?
I
Oh,
did.
Okay.
Short, very
Prince of
quickly.
Persia. Fuck yes.
Very quickly got turned on it. Obviously.
Yeah.
So you're
the bad video
you're
game
saying
movies always make it.
you're
up, so
saying this
one will
game
be
is gonna
there.
get made.
Yeah, 100%.
this movie.
Duke Nukem with John Cena. That's gonna be dope as shit.
See, I was thinking about that a little bit. Do you think so? What Duke Nukem does John Cena play? He like
In the best version of this movie, John Cena gets to just fucking go buck wild and play old cranky Duke Nukem.
washed up.
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
But
I don't
I'm
think they'll do
worried.
that.
No, I'm worried he's gonna play like army dude,
Yeah.
young army dude,
Yeah.
Duke Nukem.
Banging the bitches.
So is he going to be just like because like Duke knows like 4 sentences in English, and one of them is "blow it out your ass." Like Duke is barely a man.
Yeah.
Duke is an idiot. Duke is Goku with guns. But do you think? I don't think Cena.
No,
I don't know.
It's the same
It's
reason
hard
when
to see him.
It's the same reason when John Cena got cast. Some people were like, "Oh, that's great casting. He's like an American army dude. Like he's got the crew cut." And then a lot of people who had like played Duke Nukem and have seen a lot of John Cena stuff were like, "That's not
Yeah, no,
really."
Duke is like throwing money at strippers and drawn on the wall with the turd that
Like,
he
you know,
took out of the
he's
toilet.
a big bag of shit. Yeah.
He's terrible. Terrible. And
So I hope that they let John Cena go with that and let John Cena be a big bag of shit.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that they went after John Cena means they'll probably.
what was the last Duke Nukem called? Duke Nukem Forever? Was the
That was one with the
sort
shit.
of recent? Yeah, with the shit.
Yeah.
Does that? Am I crazy, or does that game open with Duke Nukem receiving a blowjob?
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally
or something like that.
It
yes.
literally starts with that.
Yep.
In okay, great. Seen as a wholesome man.
He does a lot of make-a-wishes.
He does.
I want to see what he's got, but
hey,
I don't know
he's
if anyone
Just
will let
acting
him.
chops is totally busted out.
He was a drug dealer in that other movie. Doesn't have to be the cookie cutter nice guy in his roles.
Which one was he drug dealer?
The Trainwreck one or whatever. The
Oh, yeah.
Amy, whatever the fuck her name is, who I hate.
It was a comic, rom-com.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was a drug dealer. Had all sorts of drugs. Had sex with her at one point, as a matter of fact.
Had sex with the woman.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Amy. What's her name?
Not my John Cena.
Schumer.
That's the one. Amy Schumer.
Polar. That's the
No, Amy Poehler.
That's the
Poehler.
SNL lady.
Yeah.
Did
She's alright.
anybody ever play Battle for Middle Earth? This is probably totally gonna whiff. No way. Hey.
Nope.
It was a Xbox, and what? You look like you're about to
I
shit
thought
yourself.
maybe I did for a second.
Real time strategy.
Is it a Lord? No, yeah.
Lord of the Rings? Yeah.
It's a Lord of the Rings game.
It's
I
like
don't think it's one I played.
StarCraft, but Lord of the Rings. Real time
No.
strategy, top
It's not.
down. You're building bases, making units from the bases. Anyways, it was fantastic. It was like the first game I ever got way into competitively. And then EA didn't support it. The servers went down, etc. Fans are remaking it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
great. I can't wait for the takedowns and the cease and desists to come and ruin all our dreams. But
Reforged.
for now, it's called Battle for Middle Earth Reforged. They are completely rewriting the code. It's going to be out 2019, apparently. Early 2019, we'll have a build, multiplayer stuff, working on the campaign as a secondary thing. It will, of course, it will be cease and desisted. Of course it will be. It's amazing it hasn't happened already. The Tolkien estate is... So I don't know how the legality all breaks down. I think maybe EA might own the rights to Middle Earth, or whatever the Shadow of War Middle Earth. What is that game called? Shadow of War.
Shadow
Shadow
of
of
Mordor.
War.
Middle
Shadow
Earth,
of Earth.
colon
Mordor?
Shadow of War.
Mordor was part of it.
Shadow of Mordor was the first one.
Oh, right.
But it's Middle Earth, right? Is the
No, Shadow. Yeah, okay.
Middle Earth, I think. Anyways, I don't know how the fucking rights break down.
The franchise is called Middle Earth?
I think so.
Okay.
Because it's Middle Earth, colon,
Right.
Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I
Middle
think you're
Earth,
right.
colon, Shadow of War. So EA clearly has a hand in the Lord of the Rings.
Don't they just have the exclusive
IP.
gaming rights, video game rights for
think-
Lord of the Rings? Because it's always been them.
I
Even
think
the
they do.
movie licensed video games
Yeah.
was EA.
I think
One
they-
of those
I
is
think they do.
one of those is what I was thinking of when you said Battle for Middle Earth. I was like, is that one where we played that? No, it's not.
Those movie games were really good too.
They were
Yeah,
dope
they
as
were
shit.
good.
Yeah.
Remaster those fucking things.
back when movie games were all right.
I played that like a year ago, and it still kind of holds up.
Two Towers is the best one.
I think that's the one. No, I
Two
can
Towers
only
is my
find
favorite one.
Return of the King.
Still very good. But it's just a story. I'm getting sidetracked. They're remaking this thing. It'll get shut down. Of course it will.
Because it's EA, and they're
Yeah.
a bunch of bags of shit.
Very litigious, yes. But they are rewriting the code. which kind of gets them out of one. Usually the thing you copyright is code. Another thing, of course, is license. But it leaves them a good avenue to just like, oh, these aren't hobbits anymore. These are smobbits, or like these are.
You got to do better than that.
These are orcs with a K now. These are just generic elves. These aren't Lothlorien elves. You know, these are generic fantasy things.
We should just do space. Make it space.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they'll get around it the same way the Star Wars Galaxies people get around it, by the official answer being you're only allowed to download this version of the game if you already own the game.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a reskin.
But I'm hopeful if they do get the cease and desist, and I'm sure they're thinking about it. Hopefully they can just kind of like, I don't know. We took the B off bag and we're good now.
Or because EA is under so much fire, and this is way optimistic of me, maybe this is a way for them to kind of save face a little bit and be like, you know what?
A little goodwill.
We've been shitty for a while. We're going to co-sign on this, and it's going to happen.
I bet if that was the route they were going to take of like, let's make this game
already done
happen, maybe they would have already done it. But
Well, they'd employ these
I
guys.
bet they just buy up the company. I bet they
Sure.
gobble up the company, and then you never hear about it again.
They also won't be able to. They won't be able to charge you for it. It'll be free.
It'll be free.
Yes.
And they've said as much. It's free for anyone who wants to play it. It looks amazing. I really hope it does come out. I love those games. Did you guys hear about these GTA 6 things popping up in GTA 5?
No.
So in GTA 5, very real looking like pop-ups are that say GTA 6 2019 pre-order now and have like rockstar.com on the bottom or whatever. Very, very real looking things have been popping up and people have been freaking out going, they accidentally
time.
did it. Yeah, oh my god. So close to Red Dead, who would have thought? Those are all fake. Those are all fake.
Weird.
They only so it's like I understand why you get confused. You, Brandon, turn on GTA 5 and immediately get things that says, "Hey, pre-order GTA 6." You're like,
Yeah.
well,
No. You're like, no, I've never. There's no GTA 6.
So is it
maybe you
Maybe
as someone
you.
who's
Yes.
informed. Joe
Yeah.
Average, I bet Joe Average sees it though, and it's just
100%.
like, immediately text everyone.
Is it something that like there was only ever screenshots of it, or could your average person log on to the game and see this ad?
Average person can log
Yeah.
on to this ad, but only on the 360 and PS3 versions, which apparently are extremely hackable, very cracked. And Rockstar has confirmed, they're like, no, this is like some mod. This is not real. GTA 6 is not coming out in 2019.
Yeah, it's
they
weird.
didn't say that, actually. They just said the ads are fake, but they're fake. It's a good hoax, though. A really good hoax.
Well done.
Yeah.
Too bad no one saw it.
Here we are talking about it. And the last thing I got is that Fortnite rocket. You've been paying attention to any of that?
Yeah, I missed it when it happened,
Yeah.
but I've played it since
Lots
it
of people
happened.
missed because it happened a day earlier. They thought they had the code cracked, and the rocket launched a day early.
I like that there was the one douchebag that fucked it all up. Well, not fucked it all. He waited, but then killed everyone after it had been launched.
Broke the record for getting the most kills in a single game of Fortnite.
But they've wiped that. That doesn't count anymore.
That damn well should.
What?
Epic came out and was like, no, it
That's
doesn't.
so.
That's bullshit.
That is fucking bullshit. So this rocket launched out of some part on the map, like in the game, just launched up, and of course everyone was like, "Oh my god, this isn't supposed to happen." Everyone stopped and looked,
And like built
They
up
built
ramps
a big fucking thing so they could watch it from a good view.
and all lined up,
and one
standing side by side to watch this happen.
one industrious player. Did he like shoot the ramp out? I don't know how he
Must
did
It
have.
sounded
it.
like he was under there hacking it. You can kind of hear the fucking whoosh, whoosh.
And just fucking killed an entire game of Fortnite. Got the record for most kills ever, which I think should totally count.
That should count, absolutely, yeah.
And then this rocket, it hit the sky, cracked the sky open in the game, and these rifts are forming.
So did anything ever happen with that meteor from back?
Yeah, it landed.
Was that Thanos? Is he in there?
No,
It was right around then, but no.
but that crater's also starting to change too. There's trees and shit in there.
Yeah, they're changing the map. I guess some landmarks are kind of disappearing into these rifts and stuff.
Portals of some sort.
Did you hear at what's the burger place called? Just Der Burger.
I think so. Yeah.
There's like a goofy burger with like the bug eyes and the tongue hanging out of his mouth on the sign.
Mayor McCheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mayor McCheese disappeared from the game, but appeared in California in real life. This huge fucking burger head is in the middle of the desert, and these people found it. And
That's fucking dope.
they I guess they met. There was a man out there who just handed them a business card with some shit on it, like a phone number and like more stuff to keep playing this alternate reality game or whatever's happening. But it's
They're good at keeping
God.
shit going, like to
That
keep that
stuff's neat.
game
Yeah.
relevant and changing. And when you boot it up, it's not necessarily going to be the same as the last time you booted it up.
Yeah, totally. I long bet it's going to be they're doing Toys to Life, Fallout Toys to Life, and that's why the Durburgers in the real world, and everyone's going to get sucked in the real world. Fallout Fortnite amiibos,
Fuck.
basically.
I'm in. They
Okay,
finally found the right card to play to me.
and I believe that's all the news I have. Unless anyone has any closing thoughts on
I'm sad that guy got his record taken away.
Fortnite. Yeah, that's bullshit. I would have been that guy. I would have been the guy who fucking tried to kill everyone.
Someone was gonna break his record eventually.
Eventually.
So it's
Unless he
just
killed
like,
99 people.
I
Like,
don't
how,
know what it
how
was.
are
It
you
was
going
like
to...
40 something.
High 40s, not even 50.
and what was it before he broke it?
Ninja something. Yeah. I think
No, but you know
30
what the number? Oh, it's 30.
some odd, I think. I don't know. I'm
I'm
not
trying
totally
to.
sure.
Yeah, I was just trying to. I don't know if it would actually be breakable. Like if he even beat it
It's
by
tough.
like 10, maybe that's like, yeah, the difference between 32 and 42 kills is the world.
Yeah.
Like-
yeah. Podcast, talkingreckless.com is an email address where you can write in emails or you can drop them on our subreddit, r/talkingreckless. I have pulled two, one from each. I will read this one from Robert L. from Port Angeles. Is that right? Have you guys ever heard of
I mean, it's probably a
this
real
place?
place. Port Angeles.
Port of Angels.
Port Angeles? Okay. He says, "Hey, Wrecking Crew, they finally did it. I think you've talked before about games that made you cry. We do. But something happened to me, and I thought it might be worth revisiting the topic. I am not a crier. The last time I remember crying was more than 20 years ago when I was a teen, and even then, it was just hormones rather than some tragedy. I've gotten choked up a couple of times, but no movie or game could actually bring me to tears. I'm a real cold-hearted robot Spock. That is, until tonight when I played The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. That game hit me where it counts, and every time I thought I was done, I would turn a corner and just started crying all over again. I don't think this game would have had the impact on me even a few years ago, but now at 37 years old, this game was stirring up a lot of feelings about my relationship with my father, my 9-year-old son, and alcoholism in my family. If I have to boil this down to a question, I guess it would be, as you've gotten older, have you noticed yourself having a different reaction to video games that are trying to tell you an emotionally affecting story? Do you notice the crust of the world making you too cynical to enjoy
Yes.
feelings anymore?
Yes, I never like him, cold robot.
Yes.
And I think I have, since I started working in news, have only gotten more so down that path.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. But I will say, not from an emotional perspective, but it feels like every year that goes by, I literally care less and less about gameplay and more about story, to the point where eventually I'm just going to be watching fucking cutscene movies. I'm going to start watching movies.
Following in Oliver's footsteps.
Yeah.
What about you, Kev? You've been old forever. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I like the first game that I can really remember it happening was The Last of Us at the opening scene when his daughter gets
That's a tough one.
fucked
Gets
up.
me every time,
Dicey.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I was so cold on that game, because it's like literally the best moment in the game is in minute 10, and that's just terrible from a storytelling standpoint. So, but yeah, for the most part, it's I definitely see the relationships that I have with people now, and being able to put them into context, it helps emotional moments in games hit harder for sure.
Yeah, I'm totally the same way. Especially like these last few years have been a real like mental renaissance of just like putting things into words, right? Why do I feel this way?
Sure.
How does why? As you talk things out, you learn a lot about yourself. And now same as Kev. I can connect a lot more with interpersonal relationships in games. And like, okay, all right, I'm seeing where this is going.
Sure.
And just something, maybe just a function of getting older, but like shit with kids now. It was like, it used to be like, whatever. Yeah, this is a video game. What, kids die, adults die. It's the same. Now, like, just something about kids getting hurt is... It bugs me in a way. It hits me in a way that it never used to. And
You pregnant?
I am very excited to announce. No, I don't know. It's, maybe just a function of, like, getting to that age.
Yeah. I think there's a point where you stop become like you're not the young kid anymore. Like even at work, I'm still the youngest one at work, but I'm 26 now. I'm not
He's a
21.
man, damn it.
And I don't know, you start to come to terms with, I'm getting older. Like, fuck, high school is almost 10 years ago now. It's not 2 years ago. And just as you do that, I think you get more and more nostalgic for when you were a kid and how easy things were, so that you can relate to kids more because of that in a certain way too.
Totally.
And playing this game that he's talking about, the Captain Spirit, that's not a problem that I ever had as a kid, but I was easily relating to how real, like they really did a good job of creating that weird, awkward, horrible situation that this kid is in, that his imagination is so greatly developed because that's his only way to escape from his surroundings, right?
Yeah.
That's how he pushes the realness away of his life, and like that you can't not relate to that, I don't think.
Yeah, like I played that game literally earlier today, and there was one moment where you go to the shelf and there's a like a Nerf dart gun there, and one of the options is shoot your dad with it. And I'm like reading the situation, I'm like, I am not going to shoot
Don't
my
fucking
dad.
do that.
No.
Man's watching the game.
I shot him.
Did you?
He sells it.
Did he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The other one, the same situation, was when you like walk up kind of behind him and you like stick your hand out on the bottle to try and do whatever you're trying to do to
Evaporate
it.
the whiskey.
And he's like, I know what you're doing, stop. And you're like, well, I'm just trying to make you not drink it because I don't like you when you do.
Because he can feel your powers, man.
Yeah, because he also has powers.
And even like maybe relate is the wrong word. I could even relate to the dad a bit of like only at the very beginning when he's like, it's Saturday, I can have a beer and watch the game. I'm like, yeah, sure.
I mean, to be fair,
and then he grabs that bottle of whiskey. I'm like, okay, maybe he should wait.
But like, yeah, your high school sweetheart got killed in a crash that nobody's doing anything about.
Totally.
You're
and
stuck
like,
with this wiener kid.
The dad is a broken man, and I understand why he drinks. I don't agree with it.
I don't know, but you can relate to it in a weird way.
Yeah, I was playing it and I had the moment where you clean up the beer can, and it's like first thing in the morning, you're having breakfast, and the man's 3 beers deep already.
Yeah.
And then just
Okay,
takes
and
that
grabs the
full
whiskey.
Grabs
bottle.
the bottle of whiskey.
One of the lines that really got me too with that was when you take it outside and the kid's like, I hate the smell of these beer cans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I remember being a kid and like, again, not a problem in my place, but like even as a kid, just smelling beer, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which goes back to the conversation we were having earlier too. But like that line where you're like, yeah, there's just no way for a kid to live.
Yeah.
Again, it's terrible, but the line where he was like, "I'll take you after the game," he's like, "You always fall asleep."
Yeah.
It's like, oh yes,
Oh fuck! Did I know where that was
fucking
going?
2-6 of whiskey and some basketball.
It's like me and Brando every time we watch Monday Night Raw. Don't watch it out here. You're just gonna fall asleep, and you do every time.
Just wake me up. Are you
It's-
sure you won't be mad? Yes, I promise I won't be mad. I'm like, oh, he's gonna be so
It's a
mad.
way, it's a
Pinky
way worse
swear.
relationship.
Fucking pinky
Oh, I
swear.
forgot about the pinky swear.
Yeah.
That fucking piece of shit.
Dan was stumbling.
Never break a pinky swear. And like they sort of imply heavily that he maybe hurt that kid at some point on his arm.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
I think that's a swerve. I think the kid
You
got
think
it.
so?
I think the kid got it somewhere else.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
The way they put his hand right beside it and like showed that his hand is like matching the size of the bruise.
He even says,
Anybody
"I'm just
ask
sorry."
you about that?
Well, and he even says, "I'm sorry that you got hurt."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Alternate take.
Okay.
If the kid has powers, dad probably has powers. They both.
Why do you think he's so good at basketball?
Yeah, exactly. He accidentally used his power or something on him. He's like, oh, we were discovering our power, and
He was drunk.
I telekinetically slapped you across the room or something. I'm sorry. There's one more I pulled here. This is from Gramite22 says, Dear TR Crew, what's your favorite DLC? I think we've had this question before in the past, but my answer's changed recently. He or she, pardon me, says, Personally, I enjoy the Dark Souls, Artorias of the Abyss, and Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, but I'd love to hear your favorites and what you recommend. Minerva's Den is a classic.
Yeah, Minerva's Den is always the first one that comes to mind. Maybe
Shadow Broker as well. Very good.
my favorite.
Was that
You
Bajak?
played, yeah, you played Minerva's
2,
Den.
yeah.
Bajak 3 DLC was great.
So
Burial at
that
Sea.
is the winner for me. Is Burial at Sea is I think the best fucking piece of DLC.
So the Red Dead Undead Nightmare.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer too.
Did you say Shadow Broker?
Yeah,
Shadow Broker is fucking
Shadow Broker,
amazing.
very good.
That I can't remember what it's called. That first expansion for The Witcher 3.
Hearts of Stone.
Yes.
Yeah. That was actually why I pulled this question, was it got me thinking about those.
Yeah.
Hearts of Stone is so fucking
Hearts of
good.
Stone is really good.
Oh my god. We know to watch for Gone Through Dim, so we can see him in the cutscenes. Oh, it's so good.
You gotta blow that dwarf up. You gotta make him kill himself.
I'm not doing it.
You
No.
gotta make him
That's
kill
fucked.
himself.
That's too fucked. Kev, what are some DLCs you like?
I
Horizon
don't
Zero Dawn.
really play DLCs.
You played Horizons, didn't you?
Yeah, like I mean,
Snow
from the number of DLCs that I've played, like I can probably think of maybe 3.
What was the best one? What was the worst one?
Horizon was the best because it's the only one I actually remember playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Star
and
Wars
then,
Galaxy's third expansion was the worst.
I never played any of the expansions.
Oh, you wrote too soon.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, I play a game, like, even Final Fantasy 15 that I was really, really hard on when it came out. And I bought the season pass for, like, $120 because I'm a fucking schmuck. And never played a DLC. I'm so far past games when the DLCs come out that I just never go back.
Yeah.
I'd have this to be a little bit too. I am very much a beat a game, move on to the next game, and if that game must have really wowed me for me to be like, oh yeah, like I liked Horizon, and when that DLC came out, I was like, my time with Horizon's done.
Yeah, and like even when I picked up Witcher 3, it was when all the DLCs. I don't know if all the DLCs were out, but at least how many are there for Witcher 3?
2, and just two big ones,
two,
right?
yeah. Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both of them were out when I picked it up, and it even asked me when I was buying it. It's like, hey, do you want to buy both the DLCs for like $7 a piece? I'm like, I'm gonna pass because I know I'm not gonna play them.
Oh, so good.
I know I'm not gonna play them.
Hearts of Stone. That wedding is so fun. That's where you get the mask.
Yeah,
We need to go do
I
it. So
fucking like the heist.
we get the glasses and the mask.
Yeah.
I looked up a list to see because I feel like we're missing one. What about the Half-Life 2?
Those weren't
tough.
really DLCs. You're talking about episode 1 and episode 2.
Episode 2 specifically is on this list.
Yeah.
It feels like everyone who played Half-Life played that in a
Yeah.
way that I almost forgot that it was not this game.
It was more like Half-Life 2.5 kind of.
There's another. I played Half-Life 2. Haven't played episode 1 or 2.
They are. You would call them DLC,
Yeah,
I guess.
no, they are totally by the
I
letter of
don't
the law.
Two is very good, but also it has this stigma now of like, well, that was the last Half-Life we ever got. They end on this huge cliffhanger,
Yeah.
and then they never
How about
Got back to
Mr. Gunn?
Mr. Gun though, because that's
That's a good
Kasumi,
one.
right?
Yeah,
Kasumi DLC.
Kasumi's
That was very
DLC.
good. Mass Effect 2.
I didn't even know there was DLC, but what about The Last of Us Left Behind?
Oh, that was really
fuck.
good. Yeah.
I should pull a list of these up. Did you?
Did
never
you-
play
you
Left
didn't
Behind?
Never played it.
It's
I didn't play it.
it's a totally separate side story.
It's-
I didn't actually ever own Last of Us.
Oh, I see.
So
If
Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
and-
Trying to just pick the best off.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Origins. Cold Heart.
that might have been good. I didn't like the game well enough to.
It's alright. It took me a second to remember which one Origins was. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Tragic Tale of Victor Freeze.
Yeah, it was a
what that one
be about Mr.
specifically
Freeze.
Hmm.
Any other stick out there?
Bloodborne's on here.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that. It
Dark
was
Souls was
hard.
on here. There was a Warcraft 3 expansion.
Yep, Frozen Throne is probably
StarCraft
definitely a
expansion.
winner. Yeah, Brood War pretty good too.
And that is all.
Great. Diablo 2, Throne of
That was on
Ball.
there, too.
No, Lord of Destruction.
the Diablo 1 expansion / DLC, if that's what we're calling them, that one was good.
Was there a Diablo 1?
Yeah, it gave a different zone that you could go into. I want to say it was like
Are you
insect based.
Sure,
yeah,
you're
it
not
was.
thinking of 2?
No, there was a trapdoor opened up beside the hut in the bottom right of the map.
Oh, I wouldn't have played enough Diablo 1 to
Yeah.
know that.
Taken King did a lot of good things for Destiny 1.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
Sure.
restarted that franchise or game a
Yeah.
little bit.
Apparently the next one is they're describing it as Taken King-esque, so maybe they'll have another good
Needs
one.
a big one.
Yeah. Podcast, talkingreckless.com is an email address where you can drop these on the subreddit. It's r/talkingreckless. Listen to our brother show, the Sad Pod. Are you guys even...
It's been a long time, so
Okay.
no.
Okay.
But probably this week, because we got a pay-per-view next weekend, so we're going to have to do something.
Okay. Well, Extreme Rules, right?
Yep.
What's your favorite? We had this question last week and we were very unequipped to answer. What's your favorite Extreme Rules match type, match mode? rule set?
Last man standing.
Yeah, last man standing is pretty good. And I like a good I Quit match because those barely ever happen.
Is
And
is
even
last man
less
standing,
frequently actually end in a real way.
Which one? Last man standing is just
Keep
go
him down for
until-
10 count.
Keep guy down for 10
Yeah,
count.
okay.
And it usually ends with a
keep-
fucking massive spot.
keep him like pinned, or he's
Or
just,
no,
he out?
just-
he's
he's just
unconscious.
They've
for-
done pinned, though.
Really? You can just like
Some guy took a forklift
Hold
with a
him in.
pallet on it and crushed a guy and kept him down for 10 seconds.
That wasn't actually the act of pinning that won him the match, but it was the act that kept him from getting up for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Setpod.podbean.com. You can find that thing. New episode. When's the pay per view?
Next Sunday. Well, it's 6 days from now.
Yeah. Okay. So new episode soon.
Yep.
Cool.
Thank you for the plug, by the way.
Of course.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Always.
How's your streaming going?
It's good. It's really good actually. We're on day 54.
Yeah, you're almost at 2 months. I noticed that today.
54.
What did we say? I was a seventh of the way done? Sixth of the way done?
Yeah. 60 days will be 6th of the way done. So yeah, we're
Let's look back on day 1 compared to day 55.
Yeah.
What's different?
so the novelty is worn off for me, the streamer,
Sure.
and then for the audience a lot too, I think. So we're just, I don't want to talk about it like it's a shitty day job, because it's not. It's awesome and I love doing it, but we're just we're in the grind right now. We're just in the grind. We just got to get new people watching. We just got to get exposure. We just got to grow. Just got to make it happen.
Yeah, it has grown a lot already. Too.
It has. It totally has. And if
Nightbot too sweets me now.
Nightbot
So
will too sweet any man or woman who too sweets him.
that's good.
He's a good brother.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. If you at home want to help support the stream, this is not me asking for money. There's none of that. The only thing you need, computer, internet connection. We just need eyes.
And your daddy's wallet.
And your daddy, that's right. Credit card number. We just need eyes. Twitch is top heavy in a way. So if you're going to go to Twitch, there are two situations. Either you follow people, you have streamers that you know and love, you connect with, you go right to their channel. Or you're like, oh, I'm going to watch a game. Most people look by game. You click a game, you see the top 2 rows. Rarely does anyone scroll past that. From those top 2 rows, those 12 selections or whatever, depending on how wide your monitor is, they pick. And because of that, Twitch is very top heavy. It is so top heavy.
Everyone funnels to the same place.
Exactly.
Yeah, why scroll when you can just click on the most popular?
Everyone else
right?
thinks this is the best one.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
to chat with. It's everything.
It totally is, yeah. And because empty streams are sometimes no fun.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. So we just need views, and they don't. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this because we record this podcast live on Twitch, but they don't even need to really be real views. You can lurk, which is the stream is playing, you're at work, you're doing whatever, but you're there just basically moving our marker up one. And they really help. Every single one. It's a small stream, we're like 20, 30 on a good day. 30 people on a good day. So one extra person is huge.
That's not a lot to ask either.
No, I mean if
I usually just do it like at work. I just have it on a tab somewhere, muted, and I'll pop in every now and then to see what the fuck you're doing.
If you open a web page to the Twitch channel, we are Talking Reckless Podcast on there. When the stream starts, it will autoplay if that thing is open. So if you don't mind, if you don't have a bandwidth cap and you don't mind paying the power, maybe pop your computer on before work, throw it up there, and it really helps.
As a man who would call you out, who was prepared to call you out if you turned into Joe Schmo streamer, hey, donate to me, blah, blah, blah. You have done a very good job of not doing that.
Thank you.
Respectable job of not doing that.
Thank you. We take a
and
lot
that's not what this is either. That's why I think,
Yeah.
hey, you're not asking for much.
I feel like a turd talking about all this
a
stuff too.
little exclamation lurk,
But-
and then you get a little thing where it says you burrowed yourself.
Exactly.
I like that. And then when you unlurk, you get, by God, it's your music playing.
So
dope.
pop on by, and you know what? Maybe when you turn it on, I'm live. Why don't you just stop and say hello?
You are a turd.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's done. It's over. I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
You're a turd because you haven't seen Solo yet.
I'm not gonna talk about it anymore.
Dick.
Thanks for putting up with that. If you don't care about the stream, I apologize. It's my livelihood. Follow us on Twitter, Talk Reckless Pod. That's all I have to say. Kevin Byer, thank you so much for being here, putting up with me.
Thank you.
I saw. Oh fuck! I was about to say I didn't see the cat, and then I actually saw the cat as I said that. Warren Barris, I'm really freaked out now. Thank you for being here.
I don't like you looking on my shoulder like that.
I'm
It's
watching
freaking
for the
me out.
cat. Brandon Lynch.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah. And you at home, thank you. We're going to see you here in 7 days. It's going to be 233 of the Talking Reckless podcast. We will see you then. I feel like such a dork talking about fucking... Please lurk on the Twitch. What can you do?
Assassin's Creed 4 apparently had good DLC.
I've heard Origins has a really good DLC too, actually.
Freedom Cry. Baldur's Gate 2.
Shadows of
The Witcher 3 you talked about. Bioshock 2. Dragon Age Origins.
I spent a lot of that podcast with The Witcher 3 in my head.
It's so good.
Trying to
Empires.
decide whether I should actually try and play The Witcher 3 again, or if I should just watch all your
I was watching all day
Or
today,
that.
and legit every time you walked by, I'm like, oh man, that guy has a really good Gwent card.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be passing it by right now?
Fuck Gwent.
Play that man for his Gwent card.
Fuck Gwent. Maybe we will. Maybe I will play some
I
Gwent.
said fuck Gwent
I like Gwent.
every
kind
time
of.
I played Gwent in that game. I just wasn't very good at Gwent, I think.
Borderlands 2.
Yeah, you said that one.
Hey, Psycho, how are you, brother, man? Long time. Sorry for the plug, everybody. I don't know how to talk about that stuff yet.
Warren threw him the ball and he couldn't just let him hit it in the hit him in the face.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll turn this thing off. I gotta go home and edit this podcast. But thank you very much for watching, folks. Oh, Psycho resubbed. I don't have because we're in the podcast studio, we don't have the fancy screen thing.
Glorious!
And then
Okay.
sorry,
You
and then,
just
and then
Fucking
the
destroyed the camera.
two sweets are going.
can't do that.
Yeah, thank you very much,
I
Psycho.
want to watch that happen now.
We'll you want to watch me hit the camera?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Oh, we'll we'll see you around, brother. I hope we catch you tomorrow or something. This just caught us right at the end.
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to my friend Psycho that I haven't seen in some time. Thanks for watching, gang. We'll see you tomorrow.
What are you gonna do with your stream?
We're gonna turn these mics off so Brando can talk about what he's gonna do with his stream. Everybody, buddy, thank you again.